not garbage, but leave it to my garbage internet in general for the reason why I just struggle to start streams. And it's always the streams I want to be ambitious in too. It's fine though, you know, you gotta crack a couple of eggs to make an omelet. And nothing you do is always going to be entirely important. So we're no longer going to do a 6-hour stream. And if you weren't in my last stream, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But it's okay, because just know my stream crashed, right? My stream crashed. And then I decided just to move on. You know what I mean? I was like, screw it. And now we're restarting it. But now we're no longer going for the gold. We're going for the silver. We're just not going to do a 6-hour long stream. We'll still try to go 4 hours, but it's annoying. That was annoying.
For the horde.
After the last Muck Blood raid, a group of younglings decided to act. We need to stop them, but their rage had taken hold. It has now been 1 week since we last saw our beloved younglings. Please, troll, you must find them. They have just barely reached adolescence. How can they expect to defeat such savages? They took the road leading west out of town. Follow that road around and look for signs of our younglings. And Gandriel, avoid Allah. If you value your life, it's a war zone. So yeah, for those of you who's never seen me before, I am King Alex Gilbert. You're watching the King Alex Gilbert broadcast. I know, how can one man be so handsome, have an amazing voice, and play World of Warcraft? He truly is a jack of all trades. But anyway, yeah, you're watching the World of Warcraft stream of King Alex Gilbert, and we are playing Burning Crusade Classic, and we're going to do the Ring of Blood. We're going to be questing in Nagrand today. It should be fun. It should be great, and I'm excited to see you guys. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to do a nice long stream. I'm going to try to do a nice, extremely long stream to get that VOD up there, to get that audience up there, because I have been live streaming every single day. I've been live streaming every single day recently, daily streams, and that is why I'm going to keep it up by doing a longer stream. Now then. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Dude, I got all kinds of gold in the auction house. Look at that. Nice. 2 gold and 83 silver. How much gold is this gonna give me? Wow, it really struggles. That's a lot of internal mail database errors, but I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, I got 22 gold. That's fine. Decent.
What do you need?
We're also doing a bunch of quests. We're level 66 Frost Mage.
Go forth to victory.
Great Mother says we must press on and serve our people. She says that we must serve as an example for Garrosh so his life may go on. I have so many matters to attend to here, especially with the Great Mother having taken ill. Would you honor the Makar by helping one of their matrons? Several days ago, we sent a funeral procession? What the crap's a procession? A funeral procession to the ancestral grounds, and they have yet to return. Will you search for them? They took the western road out of Garadar. Follow it around and avoid Hala. Well, we're going straight into Hala, aren't we? Eventually? A lot of people are like, go away. Hey, look, it's Thrall. Yeah, a lot of people are like, avoid Hala, but I think we're going to go straight into it. Well, first, you know what the title said. It said Ring of Blood, and I fulfill my promises. That's right. We are going to the Ring of Blood. We're going to the Ring of Blood right now, folks. You've seen it here. You've heard it here. Who is excited for the Ring of frickin' Blood? I guess we gotta talk to this ethereal too. My organization, the Consortium, is looking for a few resourceful individuals like yourself. You'll be hard-pressed to find ethereals more honest, hardworking, or pleasant to be around than us. All we require is loyalty, dedication, and a reasonable amount of moral flexibility. If you're interested, speak to Grazi, our ground operations leader. You will find him at Eris Landing, north of Ashugan. There we go. That was a lot of quests to read. A lot of quests to lead, a lot of stuff to do, but now we're chilling. Now we can press forward. We got to go into the Laughing Skull ruins. And inside the ruins, we gotta beat up some dudes. We gotta beat up a bunch of ogres and get their war beads. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I also need to buff up and stuff. Yeah, I need to get some new Frost Shield, new Arcane Intellect. Alright. We'll sit here and wait. Streamer, streamer underscore. Wow, that's a 10 out of 10 entrance into a Twitch stream, man. Streamer underscore says streamer underscore What an excellent introduction. Nice to meet your acquaintance, streamer underscore or HA. I don't even know. 10 out of 10 entrance though. Got me perplexed. But yeah, today we're going to try to do a longer stream, honestly. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, I've been live streaming every single day. So, I mean, eventually the fruits of my labor are going to manifest. And even if it doesn't, I mean, we got some nice VODs, honestly. We got some extremely nice VODs. I think some of my best streams that I've ever done have been recently. Like my most recent streams. Just my opinion, but that's what I think. Well, yeah, I hope your guys' day is going absolutely amazing. I hope your day is as fantastic as mine, man. Because truly, we're on the up, man. We're on the comeback story. The cusp of a new King Alex Gilbert era is here. You know, I used to make my YouTube channel about raps. I used to make my YouTube channel about music. You don't grow like that. You don't grow. You don't become the best version of yourself online by making music unfortunately. First, you gotta get an audience. First, you gotta get a bunch of people to like you. And that's what I'm doing now, because truly, World of Warcraft's just popping off right now. One of the best games on the planet. And luckily, I like playing this game. I like streaming this game. I like giving commentary. Are we supposed to put the flags on the corpses? I don't think so. I hope not, at least. But yeah, I hope you guys are having fantastic. I hope you're realizing all your goals in World of Warcraft, man. Or in any other game that you're playing. I hope you're having a fantastic life, man. Because truly, that's what I'm doing. And I don't really have a roadmap, especially after my first stream got derailed. That always throws me off, man, because this isn't the first time I had my stream derail, right? This isn't the first time where I got really angry with my either A, computer, B, internet company, or C, something else. Because this is the problem, right? This is why my computer keeps crashing. I don't even know why it does this, but basically when I'm closing out of tabs in Google Chrome, right? Sometimes my whole computer will freeze. My whole computer will freeze when I'm closing out of tabs in Google Chrome while live streaming and playing World of Warcraft. Actually, no, it actually happens when I'm not live streaming as well. So sometimes while playing World of Warcraft and I exit a tab, it normally has to be a resource intensive tab. So like a YouTube video at high resolution, a Twitch stream, stuff like that. And I exit a tab. My whole computer freezes. My screen blanks, which tells me it's probably a graphics card error. So like my whole screen goes black, dark, cannot do anything. Sound cuts out. And then basically all comes back online in about a minute. World of Warcraft has to re-initialize all the graphics. So it's kind of like having X-ray in Minecraft. Like if you guys ever use the X-ray cheat, it's kind of like that. Like I could see the whole World of Warcraft world and like a skeleton of its former self. And then they all realize back in, the graphics card reintegrates it. And then I can start doing stuff again. but I have to even restart any YouTube videos. Like any YouTube videos playing, the picture will not save. It's just all really annoying. Really not good. Now, this would be fine if I could resume where I left off, but normally after that happens, normally after my graphics card fails, I have extremely terrible internet connection. Absolutely terrible garbage quality internet connection until I log back in. Like restart my entire computer, log back into Windows. It's so garbage, man, and it really makes me want to go on to Linux, because I swear the people who made Windows are just vibe coding the frick out of it right now. I swear 90% of Windows no longer works. Like what used to be one of the most stable operating systems known to man is now extremely unstable. Remember all the memes people would say when you type one wrong command into Linux and then your whole Linux operating system blows up? Well, now with Windows, your whole operating system blows up and you don't have to do anything. And World of Warcraft is compatible on Linux. The only thing that is not compatible on Linux is Adobe, but I can easily switch to a different text editor. My text editing format and video editing format's not that hard. I can switch to GIMP and I can switch to Kden Live video editor. The thing that I cannot switch to is my Blue Yeti microphone settings. Like, I'm sure the audio quality won't sound much worse, but it will be a sharp decrease in audio quality for switching to Linux, because the Logitech G Hub software for my Blue Yeti microphone that has the special Blue Yeti filter it puts on to make my voice sound better, you know, more podcasty, more boomy, does not work on Linux. So I have the default, more higher pitched, less filled, less saturated voice, which is fine because OBS has some filters as well that I can turn on. But if I combine the two, I get this excellent audio that you're hearing right now. That is the only reason why I haven't switched to Linux yet. It's because of Logitech G Hub. Because my experiences on Linux, actually, Linux Mint is the operating system I went on. Linux Mint is really good. It's really stable. I don't think I have had it crash on me on my main computer yet. I've had it crash on me on my 17-year-old laptop, but also that laptop's 17 years old. We'll give it a pass on that one. But yeah, I really want to get off this absolutely decrepit, vibe-coded algorithm and basically this vibe-coded operating system, because Microsoft just goes all in on AI, which is fine, because normally I could just turn off all the Copilot shenanigans, but now it's affecting my operating system and everything is just breaking. It's so unstable, and Linux is just the better option. And I might go to it someday, and I probably will soon, because every single game, I don't play a game with anti-cheat. The game I play with anti-cheat is Fortnite, and I play Fortnite on my PC once in a blue moon, and I have an Xbox to play Fortnite. I even have a phone to play Fortnite. I have Fortnite Cloud Gaming too. I can play Fortnite on anything. I'm not that interested in not switching to Linux because of my one game. Every other game works absolutely fine on Linux, including World of Warcraft. And I might make the switch eventually, probably sooner than later. Because I used to love Windows, right? Everything on Windows, it just works until now. Now, it just randomly crashes and it's sad. It's a husk of its former self, man. And that is why I'm going to switch to Linux one day. Absolute garbage, man. Stupid AI. You know, I'm going to talk about AI now. I'm going to talk about AI and coding. Like, I don't mind vibe coding, right? I don't mind if somebody goes into AI and it's like, hey, yo, AI, ChatGPT, can you code me up an extension or code me up this certain update to Chrome or Windows or Firefox? I don't mind if people ask ChatGPT or AI or vibe coding to make the software better, but I expect them to check it over with human eyes. What people are doing is, you know, they're typing into ChatGPT, yo, can you make this update for Windows real quick? Or yo, you can make this update into Google Chrome real quick. And then, you know, It does it. ChatGPT does it, and it does it how ChatGPT thinks it wants to work, or Claude or Gemini. But it's normally wrong, because normally the AI hallucinates or the AI gets some information wrong. So then we need a user to scan over the code, and normally a user does scan over the code, right? And normally they do find cracks, but they're not scanning over it enough. And now there's so much stuff getting vibe coded, right? There's so much stuff getting vibe coded and not coded properly that we're having incompatibilities with such a amazing and such an exquisite piece of software. Like the operating system of Windows is so expansive that has had decades of development under its wing. You can't just tell AI to go around and vibe code updates to it, because even though that one update might work, it might cause incompatibilities with other updates. You can't just have AI rely on it. Like, I don't mind if we have AI assistant vibe coding, but you better like absolutely audit that, man. You better audit that code so much. And this is the problem. People at Microsoft, they're like, oh, and at Google, they can be like, oh, we're just gonna sit here and fire all of our workforce and replace it by AI. And then we're gonna have our products get worse and worse and worse. What are we doing? What are we actually doing? I want my products to work. I want my gaming PC to work. I don't want to close a tab in Google Chrome and then all of a sudden Windows freaks out. My graphics card driver freaks out. My whole display blacks out. I can't do anything. By the time I boot all the way back up, my internet's garbage. I have to restart my computer. Then before you know it, I just wasted 15 minutes of my time for something that used to work before the dawn of AI. Like, if this stuff never worked before, right? Like, let's say, for example, we've always had problems with this before the rise of AI. I would completely understand the developers, but all of a sudden, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, all these AIs, they get mainstream news, they get mainstream coverage. Before you know it, you see a bunch of headlines of people replacing their workforce with AI, and then all of a sudden, you know what starts happening? Our software gets worse, our websites get worse, our quality degrades, and for what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The greatest waste of time of mankind, man. AI is more like artificial intelligence, like artificially intelligent. What are we doing? That's my rant, man. That is my absolute rant. I think AI, right? Don't mad, but I have to mad. Like, you don't understand, man. You don't understand. You gotta mad sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm normally not mad, right? But like, sometimes you gotta mad, because sometimes mad brings changes, you know what I'm saying? What happened? Oh, so like basically, right? I started my Twitch stream and I started my YouTube stream. I dual stream, right? And I started my Twitch and YouTube stream approximately 45 minutes ago. And I closed the browser in Chrome. I closed my Chrome browser and I closed the tab. And that shocked my entire Windows operating system to the point where my whole screen turned black. My whole computer crashed. My Windows shut down and I had to restart my entire computer, and I lost my stream, and then I had to restart my stream. So that is what happened. And the reason why that happened is because we're moving towards AI and everything's vibe coded now, so nothing's compatible with anything else. Because making software, especially something like Windows or like a browser like Chrome, these are very extensive projects that have been developed, right, for decades. They've had decades of development. So you can't just have AI go around and just randomly vibe code and try to fix and add updates, because then you're going to have problems like me with my specialized hardware, or something happened and then I lose my stream, I lose my progress, and I got to restart my stream. So that is what happened. Sometimes you got to be a little angry, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to let the rage come out. You gotta be an old man yells at clouds type situation. But yeah, Because if my stream didn't fail, I would be streaming for an hour right now. I've only been streaming for about 18 minutes. Because I wanted to stream today, right? Today I wanted to do a 6-hour stream. Am I a web developer? No. I want to go to college for cybersecurity. So I know like a little bit about how I know like a small bit on how operating systems and browsers work. But I know enough to know that Windows and operating systems like Linux and Chrome and Brave and Firefox are all extremely extensive, extremely complicated projects that require multiple years of understanding in order to develop and add updates to. So like to have basically AI, which is the brain of like a 2-year-old, come into it and start trying to fix it and stuff is kind of silly. But no, I'm not a developer. I would love to go. I'm going to college right now for cybersecurity. So it's kind of like web developing, but no, I'm not actively a web developer. Just hit you a follow. Hey, thanks, man. Absolute legend. That is what I'm saying right here, right now. You can watch me rant about AI. And you know what the thing that sucks about my crash is? The thing that sucks about my crash is it's just completely random. Like sometimes I could close out Chrome and I could close out Brave. I can close out my tabs and nothing would happen, right? Everything would be perfect. Harmony. And then other times I do the same exact thing and it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know when you joined, but this stuff never happened before ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, all these AI agents took the mainstream. Like before then, everything would just work. Like if this stuff always didn't work, then I would not be yelling right now and not be angry because I would understand, you know, developing this stuff's really hard. The problem is we had this stuff, right? We had Windows as an operating system. We had Chrome. We have Brave. We have all these platforms and browsers. These things all worked before. But now, all of a sudden, they don't because what Microsoft, Google, I don't know what the Claude workforce is called, Amazon, all these people, they deleted and fired all of their workers. You know what I mean? They fired all their workers. They fired all the maybe even senior developers, or they fired all their junior developers and now all the senior developers are overworked and now they're forced to use these AI tools in order to make a living, which I don't fault like anybody that uses the AI tools to try to make a living. It's more like the corporate people putting the pressure by, you know, if you don't use AI, you get fired or you might even be replaced by the AI. So like, I'm not putting any fault towards anybody using AI. I'm putting fault towards people that have to be pressured into using AI. And I don't even mind if people vibe code in general. Do I have a Discord? Yeah, but I don't ever really use it. But yeah, I don't mind people that vibe code in general, right? So can we connect on Discord? Why? Why would we connect on Discord? Like no offense, but like I just met you, you know what I mean? Like I don't even know who you are. Like if you were a regular viewer, like maybe. But like just for talking. You're a regular viewer? This is my first time seeing you. What are you talking about? Or do you normally not like chat? Is that why? Are you normally what you call a lurker? Oh, hey, it's the invaders. I need these guys for the quests they drop. That's actually kind of lucky. Let me get my drink and food because these guys hit pretty hard. Oh, okay. Wait, how often do you watch me then? I am curious. I didn't realize I have a bunch of people that don't like watch me. This is really surprising. I never thought I had like a lurker audience. I think that's what you call them, lurkers on Twitch. Okay, let me pull these muckbound or Merkblood invaders, because they drop a quest that's really important. It's the quest to start attacking at Hala, I think. Oh, wait, no, Hala is the PvP zone area. I know what they're talking about. They should be easy to kill. Yeah, because I could just... Oh, I should have popped my water elemental. 1 second. 1 second. I'll continue this conversation after I kill these Merkblood invaders. Or Merkblood invaders. I don't know why I keep saying Muckblood. Okay. There we go. Regularly. Okay, so... No offense, right? Victoria Brooks. No offense, but... This is my first time seeing you chatting. So, like, while you may be a regular viewer of mine, this is still only my first time knowing you. So, like, I'm not sure I really feel comfortable, like, revealing my Discord. Like, my Discord is more of a private thing for, like, IRL friends. You know what I'm saying? Also, 1 second, let me read this quest text out loud so then the other viewers can read it and know what I'm doing. The parchment holds a crudely painted map in Nagrand. There is a big red X where Garadar used to be on the map. It would seem that these savages are planning an attack on the city. Make the Merkblood invasion plans to Garrosh and Garadar. On Instagram? I don't think we can... well, I guess we could call each other on Instagram. Like, do you want to, like, call each other on... Like, do you want to join the stream? Is that what you want? Like, to talk on stream? Like, I guess I don't really understand what you mean by connecting. Because aren't we already connecting right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what you want, I guess. Head of Orador of Merkblood. Because, I mean, this is live, you know what I mean? It's not like this is a video or anything. Like, you can interact with me right now in chat. I feel like moving to a different platform would be kind of silly unless you want to join the stream yourself. Then, that might understand. Because I actually have had viewers join me on stream before. So you could also remind me there before going live, and we could also chat there after stream. Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah, my Instagram should be in the description of the Twitch video somewhere. It's King Alex Gilbert. I don't know where it is, to be honest with you. Strength and honor. Missing war party. I've been told stories of my people. They say that once we were warriors. I do not know you, stranger, but I ask for your help. I feel shame for this, but I am only one orc. Emotions have surfaced that I have never felt. I seek vengeance. Blood for blood. Do your people ever feel this? I wish to pick up my axe and split my enemies in two, to swing my weapon until my arms fall lifelessly at my sides, exhausted. Sun Spring Post directly south of this procession. What the crap is procession, bro? What is a procession? It is there you will find our enemies. Kill them. Kill them all. Sourfang the Younger. Poor guy dies in Wrath of the Lich King. If I know anything about orcs, it's that they like their food fresh. That means that the Makar that they captured are much more likely to be kept alive until they're ready to serve. It's sickening thought, I know, but one we must use to our advantage. Venture to War Mall Hall and search for Makar prisoners. If you find prisoners, you will find keys to their cages on the nearby War Mall ogres. Kill the ogres, and the keys will release the prisoners. Oh, okay, there's more ogres over there. That's interesting.
Go forth to victory.
30 ogres, troll. Of those original 30 orcs. Holy crap, I'm so dyslexic today. 30 orcs, troll. Of those original 30, only Ugraz and I remain. What about Saurfang the Younger? Do we not care about him? We found the young orc Saurfang nearly dead near Sunspring. Apparently he was here for another reason. Oh, okay.
Strength.
We're en route to the ancestral grounds when we were ambushed by a war maul. They came from all sides, killing several procession guards and many others. They even desecrated the remains of the elder in the wagon. And for what? So they can humiliate us and display their power? Not even the boulder fist would sink so low. I am a spiritual orc, Gandriel, but even I have limitations. Find the attackers at Warmall Hill to the northeast and destroy them. Hey, one second, Victoria Brooks, I gotta read. All right, let me follow you real quick. 1 second. Victoria Brooks. Wait a second. Victoria Brooks. Another. Oh, man. You're a graphics designer, aren't you, Victoria Brooks?
What do you need?
Right? Am I right? Aren't you a graphics designer? Oh, man. Here we go again. Yes, you are. And let me guess. By you pushing ever so hard to get me onto Instagram or Discord, you want me to buy your graphic design art. Am I right on that front as well? No. Are you sure? Because I have had literally dozens of people exactly like you who claim that they are graphic designers, that my channel, my Twitch channel, could blow up if only I bought their art. And their art is normally AI generated. And it's normally the same exact style as the other guy, as the other guy, as the other guy. They're all basically the exact same. Now you say you don't push people to buy my art. You say you don't push people to buy your art. This is the thing, Victoria. That's what they all say. And then about a week later, I get an Instagram DM because that's normally where I send all the people. I send all the people to Instagram. About a week later, I get a DM from them and they say, hey, you know, now that I'm a regular viewer of your channel, I think you should buy my art. And then I say the same exact things. Well, your art seems AI generated, and even if it's not, it's about the same exact style as the last guy, and the last guy, and the last guy. And then they always respond with, but my art's not AI generated. It may not be, but it looks a heck of a lot similar as the last guy's art and the last guy's art before that. And do you seriously think I'm gonna sit here and believe that literally dozens of you guys are using basically the same exact style that happens to look exactly like AI? And you all happen to come from Twitch, happen to be low follower count people, and your Instagram is just flooded with posts about these little streamer things that you sell to other streamers but in reality we all know it's a scam. And then you say, hey, do you want to see my work? And then when I say, yeah, sure, I want to see your work, it turns out to be exactly the same as your Instagram posts, and it turns out to exactly look like AI generated art. I've had so many of you guys come in, and you try to form a connection with me, right? You try to form a connection with me. You're like, hey, I really like your stream. How long you been streaming for? What games do you want to play? And you talk with me. You talk with me for about 15 minutes, right? And then you push so hard to get me off of Twitch, because I don't know, maybe Twitch has some way of detecting bots when you start trying to push your art onto other people, and in Instagram DMs and other stuff like that, the people cannot actually get any moderation. I'm not entirely sure, but you always try to get people onto either Instagram or Discord. All of you guys work similarly. I'm not saying that you guys are AI bots. I'm not even saying that you're a bot. You may be a genuine human, and you all are just running the same scam ring, right? Get out? What are you talking about, bro? Get out? This is my stream. And this is what I'm saying too. You guys end up getting so disrespectful when I push back on it, and I've not seen one of you that are genuine. Now, Victoria, like I said before, I've never seen you chat in this Twitch stream before. Maybe you truly have been a lurker. Maybe you truly have been a lurker for multiple streams. That could honestly be true, but I have never personally seen you in any one of my streams talking. I do not believe that you are a part of my audience. And maybe you are, and maybe I am wrong. But if you truly were part of my quote-unquote more hardcore audience, you would be typing in chat and I would trust you a lot more. But considering this is my first time hearing about you, and you have the same exact cliche generated text as every single other Twitch art seller that I've seen, and every single time I pull up your profile on Instagram, it's the same exact art style as all the other Twitch art sellers, I'm going to assume that you are also a Twitch art seller, and no matter what you say is a lie that comes out of your mouth. See, I don't like people like you, because you spend approximately 10 minutes trying to relate with the streamer on Twitch. It's normally an extremely small streamer, less than 5 views, and they think, yes, this is finally my time that I have viewers. This is finally the time where I can get my fame. You will be my first viewer. It's so exciting. And then you keep on going. How's your day going? Oh, you playing World of Warcraft? I really like World of Warcraft too. You try to relate with them, and then about 10 minutes goes by and the relating phase is over, and you try to push your artwork, push what you're trying to sell to a streamer, and it's normally overpriced garbage. I've seen some of you people. I said I don't even have any money, because when this whole scam first started with you people, I said, hey, I don't have any money to buy your art. And then you guys have the audacity to say, oh, but we can do installments. Like I gotta pay a monthly sub in order to get your artwork, man. I already said I don't want your artwork. I already tell multiple people, stop shoving your art on me, but they just keep coming, whether it be on Instagram or Twitch, man. And the moderation needs to increase, because truly every single time people come into my Twitch stream, right? They come into my Twitch stream and they say, yes, I really like your stream. You, my friend, have potential. I can see it. You're gonna go places. And then we talk for 15 minutes straight. And then you say, oh yeah, but in order to go places, be sure to buy my art. That's the only way. Your channel's bland without it. Like, what do you think this is? The Wolf of Wall Street? You trying to sell a pen to me, man? Get better at it. And you know, at least the pen's not a scam. It's practical. This is just AI generated slop, honestly. Get out of here. I hate all of you art sellers on Twitch. Please go somewhere else. Peace out. Get banned. Sometimes you just have to put the foot on, well, you have to put your foot down, basically. Put the foot on the ground. Because truly, when this first started, I was probably streaming for about 2 months. And I finally got my first Twitch viewer, right? And I was so excited because they're like, man, what game you playing? And I'm like, hey, it's World of Warcraft, man. And they're like, holy crap. Actually, I play World of Warcraft True. I play World of Warcraft 2. There we go. Sorry. I really enjoy World of Warcraft. I really enjoy your style too, actually. Your commentary is bringing me in. You know, it's kind of crazy you're a small streamer. I think you have potential. I think your gameplay is amazing. I think I completely understand what's going on. And then we just keep talking. I think I have a genuine viewer. And then they're like, hey, I would love to catch you more of your streams. Can you give me a Discord or an Instagram? I'm like, heck yeah, man, my Instagram's right here. I put my Instagram into chat thinking I have a real viewer. And then they follow it. I follow them so then I could chat with them and DM with them. I'm like, hey, what up, first ever viewer? It's really cool. And then they're like, hey, I'm also a graphics designer. You want to see my graphic art? And I'm like, okay, that's weird, but sure. And then they send me all this graphic art, right? And I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know, being nice. Like, I could tell it's pretty much like either bare bones basic or AI generated, but I want to be nice. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And then they're like, I can make some stuff for you. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. You want to make some stuff with me? Nice. And then they bounce off some ideas, right? They're like, man, the King Alex Gilbert, I'm thinking of making a crown on your head, but it's like melting because of the fire in the background. I'm like, holy crap, that sounds really cool. Would you actually make that for me? And he's like, yeah, 100%, man. I mean, I am a viewer for you. And I'm like, let's do it. And then he says, okay, you know it's going to be $75, right? And I'm like, what? When did we start talking about money? But then he's like, oh, well, yeah, I'm not going to make stuff for free. And then I was like, okay, maybe this guy didn't understand. Let me try to back off a bit. Let me try to get everything straight. And then I said, hey, I don't have any money. I am a high schooler. I have like 2 viewers on Twitch and YouTube, man. Like, I'm not raking in any dough. There's no reason to invest in my channel yet. And he's like, oh, okay, I completely understand. I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. And then he sends this another text right after it. And he says, yeah, we could do installments. Since, you know, we have to do installments, I'm gonna have to charge a little bit more. So instead of $75, it'll be $150, but it'll be over the course of a year. So it's like a subscription price. And at this point, I'm like, okay, this is obviously a scam. This is obviously, or it's not necessarily a scam, but it's obviously a way for them to shill out AI generated stuff. So I ripped him a new one. I ripped that seller a new one, just going into an absolute disgrace on how degenerate they are and how they should be ashamed of themselves on why they even wake up in the morning when they go and they scam people like me who have never gotten a viewer ever. And they were the first ever viewer. They were the first ever viewer. And I had that hope in my eyes that there was going to be a genuine person genuinely here for me or just wanting to have conversation. But no, instead you guys shill your artwork. And I just absolutely ripped him a new one and then I blocked him. And then about 2 days later, I go live on Twitch. Same exact formula, right? Same exact formula. I get some of these, what I call them, Twitch parasites. Artists. They're more like artist parasites. That's what I call them. Scammers that you could tell exactly what they look like. All their art looks exactly the same, right? All their art looks exactly the same as one another. They all have the same styles. I've even had a few on Kick, right? I even had one on YouTube come in and they said the same exact thing. What game you're playing? And you know, it's normally like a default thing, right? It's normally like a default username, a low view or low follower count, like not really a dedicated account. Their Instagram looks to be just taken over. But you don't know for sure, right? You don't know if they're a real viewer yet or not. But you still have to engage with them like they are real. So what game you're playing? And I'm like, I'm playing World of Warcraft. It's pretty fun. And then like, oh man, I really like Fortnite. They normally say Fortnite because it's what, the biggest game on the planet. And then you start to realize, oh, okay. Then they normally bring out their digital arts or something, or they bring out, hey, man, I really like your artwork, right? I really like your channel, but I could use some more flair or something. And then, I don't know. It's just so annoying. That's like all I have to say. Like, holy crap. It's just all I have to say. Like, these guys are parasites because it's one thing to do a scam in the first place, right? It's one thing to go onto like a sizable channel. Like, let's say a channel with 100 live viewers, you know, like, and that's pretty successful, right? But not like superstar successful. And they have like a dedicated audience and a dedicated watch base of people, right? It's one thing to go to them and try to shill your AI generated product as one of your own. It's another thing to go to these channels that you've never heard of, right? It's like these small, extremely unheard of channels, normally young people or people just now starting to count, who's probably been streaming forever, and they've never gotten a viewer. They never had somebody in chat other than the, you're tired of streaming to 0 viewers? Here, check out this website and you'll stop streaming to 0 viewers. Like, other than that, those people and those websites, they've never had a real viewer. And then they have somebody that looks like a real genuine viewer, and then it gets ruined. Bro, he just killed my quest mob. Why you do that? Flashpoint. Flashpoint. Hold on, I'm trying to communicate with the Alliance right now. Can I link a quest and will he understand it? You killed my quest NPC. Like, why'd you do that? Like, bro. Anyway, I'm not gonna kill him because he's level 70. I guess I could try killing him. I guess I could try killing this fool. You killed my quest NPC. He lies down before me. I think I'm gonna go for the kill. Yeah, let's go. You killed my quest NPC. You fool. No, don't join in. Don't join in. Respect the duel. Respect the duel, you stupid mage. Bro, always attacking in packs, man. Respect the duel. I would have killed him if it wasn't for that level 68 mage with the frost bolts. Are you kidding me? Respect the duel. You should. Okay. It's whatever. Oh man. But yeah, that's like a whole rant on artists, man. AI generated scam artists. This is how you know they're not real graphical artists, right? Because I know, like, if you are an uninitiated, like if you never streamed before, you've never been in a stream with an AI artist, right? They're probably bots too, right? I'm not entirely sure yet if these are bots yet or real humans trying to do a scam. I'm not entirely positive. But the way you know they're not like a real artist trying to sell their works, right, is because a real artist would never go to a World of Warcraft Twitch stream of a relatively unknown person and would try to sell their artwork. No self-respecting artist would do that. They might go to a World of Warcraft Twitch stream, become good time viewers with somebody, like come to their streams multiple times, and then eventually after, I don't know, 10 streams, 15 streams, they will slightly point out, hey, I feel like I've been in your stream for a while. I might be pushing boundaries here. Once again, I'm completely sorry. You don't have to be offended or anything. But I have to say, I am a digital artist and I have been really enjoying your streams, and I would like to make you something that would help you stand out more, and then they would charge a more reasonable price other than $75, and it would look unique. It would look unique and would not look like AI generated slop, man. And I say AI generated slop, right? But I don't think all AI art is AI generated slop. But I do think the art that these people are using is slop. It is. Like, the art that these quote unquote artists are using is slop. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I am so accepting of AI in general. I am so accepting of people that use Suno or want to generate their artworks, right? Like, if you spend hours trying to make an AI video, or if you spend thousands of prompts trying to refine the video or the picture or the audio piece to get it exactly how you want it, and you put in human ingenuity and human creativity into it, I think that's art, man. It's like a different type of art. It's kind of like Photoshop, right? How some people say Photoshop's not art. I mean, once again, it's just like that. I mean, I don't really see a difference between non-human generated art and whatnot if you truly made it, right? Like, yeah, the machine helped you out, right? The machine definitely did help you out, but you brought it to life. You brought the whole thing to life. Like, the machine is your catalyst to make the artwork. So I don't even think all art is AI generated slop, because I don't know how long you spent to make it. I do know, though, I do know that this scam where you are sitting here trying to be a Twitch viewer and you really enjoy this guy's stream and you really want him to notice you and you really want him to buy your artwork, I know that is slop, because I know they literally just went into ChatGPT or Gemini and typed, give me cool looking streamer things, and then boom, it generates the art, and then they're like, hey, this is my art to you guys. This is my art to you guys. I really want to sell it. And then they pass it off as their own. You know what I mean? Like, I just wish they could be genuine. Like, what type of scam, man? Like, I don't know. Like, it gets under my skin, honestly, because I have only seen one AI solicitation, AI generated art solicitation on my YouTube. I've only seen one on Kick. Yet these guys are rampant all over Twitch. Like, they're bots. I mean, they're either bots or they're not real. They're not genuine. They're not here for you. And I really wish that like Twitch brought some more regulation, because it truly is depressing that you get so excited, right? You get so excited that the person you're talking to is a real person, or you get so excited that the person's here for you, or you get so excited that you finally have a viewer and they drop you a follow too. Like I said, like, I think, hold on, did she follow me? Yeah, I'm a regular viewer. That's why I followed you. Yeah, it's like she dropped me a follow and stuff. And I was really excited because I'm like, hey, somebody's a regular viewer. And it is entirely plausible that this is her first time speaking in my chat, like in my Twitch chat. So this was all like entirely plausible. And you get all so excited. You're like, yes, this is amazing. And then they push so hard to get you to move to Instagram or Discord or any of this other stuff. And meanwhile, all this stuff is linked, right? Like, you don't have to ask me. You could ask me, right? But also you can't really do your due diligence and just see about my socials. Like, it's not like I hide them. My Instagram is freely on my Twitch channel. Like, you don't have to have me direct you to my Instagram, man. It's like I gotta give them permission or something to follow me. I mean, it's a public account. If you want to say, hey, I've really been enjoying your streams lately, it's really been fun, that's always great. I don't know, I just, it gets me heated, honestly. It's one of the things I hate about streaming, man. Because you don't know if the person you're talking to is organic. Like, yeah, your number says, I don't know, like, let's say I have 5 viewers right now. My number says 5 viewers. Do I actually have 5 viewers? I probably don't. Like, there's no way to prove it. And there's no way to prove that, like, the person I'm talking to isn't just, like, ChatGPT. You know what I mean? Isn't just, like, an AI bot. Because, you know, like, it talks like a human, but so does ChatGPT, sort of. Like, ChatGPT has fooled people before. It's just depressing. You know, like, it used to be, you get a person, you know what I mean? Somebody's typing in your chat, that person's a real person. Like, you know, they may say mean things and may not, like, glaze you, like, oh my god, I'm having such a great day, I'm having a great day too. Like, they might just get straight into it. But, like, that person is you know what I mean? Like, that person, like, that's great. I don't know. I'm just too old school with it. I think it just sucks. Like, imagine you're a streamer and the same thing happens to you. You've been live streaming on Twitch for 8 months now, and the only time you've gotten Twitch viewers has been from these random artists who say, oh yeah, I love your channel, I just, like, you need to do all this other stuff and buy my art in order to actually succeed. Constantly, and you keep thinking they're real people, and it's just AI generated art. Like, if they didn't have the same style too, I might honestly believe them. Like, if it looks slightly different or something, but it's always the same exact template, it always looks the exact same, it always has like that AI generated feel to it, it always looks like overly artificial, and you just gotta call them out. And I don't know, like, this person, like I said, I mean, I will say it was a mean thing. I was mean to her. I mean, of course, like, that's the same thing I did to the other dude. And she may be a real person. There's no way of knowing if she was just a bot, or a bot controlled by a real person, or a real person, right? But I do know one thing. She was not a regular viewer of mine. She never, ever came across my channel before. She probably doesn't even know who I am. She is just lying to try to get into my Instagram. I'll be blocking her on Instagram too. The reason why I feed all these people my Instagram as well is because I realized they started they started invading me on Instagram too, right? They started going to my Instagram DMs being like, hey, you want to buy my stuff so then you can become an amazing, fantastic 10 out of 10 24/7 streamer with your new artwork? They come to me on these platforms as well. So I've been trying to get their Instagram so I can block them. I know it's probably like a never-ending thing. Like there's probably thousands of them. There's probably like even millions of them. They're all trying to be here and they're all trying to sell their services. But if I could like play whack-a-mole with one of them, maybe I could play whack-a-mole with all of them and then they'll eventually all go away or something. Another reason why I'm trying to get fame, because like I said before, as far as I know, these people, they don't come. They do not come over to my like bigger channels. As far as I know, probably because their viewers will snuff them out immediately and be like, what the crap, man. So we'll like see. We'll see like if I can get fame so I can get these absolute nincompoops away from me. Waste of time communicating with them. The thing that sucks the most about them too is that I actually don't mind talking to them. Like it's something to talk to and something to talk about, if that makes any sense. Like when you are streaming by yourself with nobody in the chat, you're basically talking to yourself, right? You're keeping up the whole conversation. You're nonstop talking for hours, right? Trying to keep up the conversation, trying to keep it interesting without any input from anybody else, without anything else to talk about. At least when there's an AI bot that's talking to you, even though half the conversation's artificial, you are getting somewhere. And that's just a sad thing to say, bro. It is. It's a sad thing to say. But like, it does make conversation flow easier. Because like, if you notice, like, because it's more natural, because they're mimicked to talk normally, if that makes any sense. I don't know. They always come in normally when I do stream back to back, honestly. So like, there may be some discovery in Twitch, but only the bots use it. You know, I would be way, and I mean way less angry with these people if they opened and said, hey, I'm a graphics designer. I noticed your channel sucks. Do you want to buy this? Like, they don't even say it's AI generated, but do you want to buy my art for 75 bucks? If they came in, said that, and then left, right? Or like once I say no and then they leave, right? I would nowhere near be as angry as I am right now about all of them. Because they at least get straight to the point, right? You know, they lay out why they're here. Why are they here? They're not here for you. They're here to sell their art. This could be a beneficial relationship. Me and you. Let's do it. They're not trying to get to know you, right? It's not like, oh, you play World of Warcraft too. I play Fortnite. Oh man, that's crazy. No. It's a, I want to sell my art. Do you want to pay for it type stuff? And I can respect that, man. I can 100% respect that. And I wish more of them talked like that. It's just like how you tired of streaming to 0 viewers, check out this website. I never read the websites, and you know, they separate the .com so then it actually gets sent because probably Twitch blocks certain view botting websites. But yeah, I don't mind those people. Like, I literally do not mind. Like, the second, I mean, I do kind of, right? Because I see it, I pop up in chat, I'm like, oh, it's a person. But like instantly that gets dispelled. But at least I know, oh, okay, yeah, that's just a bot. And then I end the stream. Or I ban them, sorry. It's just angry. It fuels the fires, it fuels the flames. It brings out not so Mr. Nice Guy. Because like, I don't like telling people off, right? I do it with these AI artists because I'm 90% sure they're bots. But I don't like telling people off regardless. But sometimes, you know, you gotta put your foot down. And sometimes you can't get walked on. You gotta put your foot down. You gotta not get walked on. I wouldn't honestly mind if I had like AI robots in my chat to just bounce conversation off of until I get real viewers. As long as like the AI robot wasn't trying to shill for their artwork. But yeah, let's go on to more positive topics. I think I beat this horse to death. It's been kind of an angry stream, honestly. I did not mean for it to be angry. I meant for it to be energetic, but I have been complaining a lot about wow. I have been complaining about a lot of stuff. So I don't know. Let's talk about something more joyful, man. Like graduation's almost here, man. I'm about to become a graduated. The school system's about to be no more, man. My life's about to start. That's always going to be wonderful. I am scared about what the future holds, but I'm studying cybersecurity, like I said at the beginning of the stream, and I'm going to learn about, you know, AI and all this other fancy stuff, and hopefully I get a nice job. And maybe, you know, maybe my streaming career will eventually take off too. I'm feeding the YouTube algorithm. I'm feeding it YouTube shorts that are doing incredibly well. I'm feeding it even long form videos that are starting to get impressions again. I'm feeding it live streams. And I really hope eventually I can break through the veil. Because like World of Warcraft is where it's at. I learned you can get so many views from World of Warcraft. You know, so many more potential audiences. They end up watching for much longer. I mean, there's really no reason to prioritize any other medium. And then once when I got the fame, the glory, then I can move back to variety or something, or different niches. There we go. It hurts my back after a while. I gotta like readjust everything on how I'm sitting. My back pain is a problem, man, especially at 18. I don't know why it's so broken. I have to like do these snake stretches, and like it's my lower back and it pops. Like it's not really a stretch. And I don't know if I should be stretching actually. I feel like I should be, because like when I do my back stretches, it's not stretching, it's just popping. Like, I don't know, maybe that's fine. But I feel like it should be more of a long sustained burn. Like for example, when I touch my toes, my hamstrings burn, but they don't pop, right? Like I can tell like, like it hurts type stuff. But it's not like a pop and it's done. Like it hurts really bad. Like when I'm doing my back stretches, it hurts really bad until it pops. And then it's fine. Which, I mean, yeah, it's fine for like short term. You know, you go lay down on the ground and then you stretch and then pop, pop, and then you're good to go for another few hours. But I feel like our talents would be much better suited for if it was like a real stretch, if we do real stretches on the ground. And maybe that is a real stretch for your back. I don't even know if you can stretch your back. I guess your back's a bone, right? So can you even stretch that? It's not like you could stretch your bone, I don't think. I could be wrong though. Like I don't know if you could stretch bones. Because like when you stretch hamstrings, those are your tendons, right? Like aren't your tendons getting stretched? And that's why stretching works. But there is no stretches for bones because they're bones. If I could stretch my hand bones, I would be kind of concerned actually, not gonna lie. Also, I am starting to consider if I want to go the distance anymore or not. I don't know if I will. I guess it depends on if anybody joins after like the 2-hour mark, because I do also need to edit some more long form videos. That would be fun. Edit some long form videos. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I also need to chill, and I guess I need to edit. I'm probably gonna post my long form video of ripping into that AI scammer, because everything I said was true and factual, and I feel like that's an entertaining video. I don't know. Sometimes I can get overhand. It's weird, man. It's weird that I'm creating a digital legacy with everything I do. You know what I mean? Or I guess a digital footprint, if that makes sense. Like, this stuff that I'm saying could become so relevant and so for real, right? 5 years later, like when I have, I don't know, 10,000 views or 10, not 10,000 views, sorry, 10,000 subscribers or something. Like, I've been watching a lot of these, I guess I wouldn't call them like drama channels, but like the rise and fall channels, or just the rise. So like, I watched Boy in a Band from Fame to Fallout, and it was obviously about the YouTuber Boy in a Band and his legacy, right, of being a YouTuber slash rap artist slash musical guy, and his bouts with depression and anxiety and stuff. And you know, it truly is genuine, and some of the controversies he was a part of, and it went far back. You know, it went to some of his first ever videos on YouTube where he was making YouTube tutorials, not just his most favorite or most famous songs that he made or his collaboration with PewDiePie and stuff. Same thing with Pirate Software. I watched a lot of documentaries on him, on his like constant lying and working on Heartbound. Like, this stuff is interesting. It goes deep. Like, it goes into old history. Like, for Pirate Software, it went to forums back in like the 1990s when he was a part of forums. I think that's like really interesting. Like, I truly wonder, like, what are the great things that I want to have happen to me one day is for somebody to make a video essay about me. The rise of King Alex Gilbert, not the fall, because you can have video essays without the fall, right? I want all the glory and none of the detriments. But yeah, I really would love somebody to make a video essay type style about me. Kind of like Turkey Tom. Turkey Tom's one of my favorite YouTubers so far for watching all this stuff about Pirate Software. Clavicular. I'm seeing a lot of Clavicular rise and falls and insane rise of Clavicular, Looks Maxine, his interviews type stuff like that. I want somebody to one day, obviously not right now, because I don't even remotely have enough material or relevance to make a video essay. But, you know, like 10 years later, for somebody to make a really nice, decent video essay about me, I would love that. No falling, obviously. Please, if you're making a video essay on me and you're using this exact clip, please don't make the rise and fall of King Alex Gilbert. Please just make it the rise of Alex Gilbert. You know, include my diss war, include my rap legacy. I mean, all that'd be swagger. And I'm sure this is all going to come to bite me in the butt if I ever do something controversial online. Oh no, not something controversial online. And then somebody does make a video essay about me, because those people go crazy. They will analyze everything about you. Like, for example, I've watched a video essay on Ludwig. Yeah, Ludwig. And they use some of his like high school, like some of his like random high school drama club videos that like are barely, I don't even know if they're posted on YouTube. Like, I don't even know how they got them. So like they'll search up everything on you, man. They'll search up everything. So I'm sure, like, if somebody is really determined to make a video essay on me, a video essay of the rise, and you know, if they're a hater or just trying to document it, the fall of King Alex Gilbert, they will probably come across this. I don't know. Then again, I don't know, I could also severely underestimate how much people are going to listen to me yap, because the great thing about me, right, is that I don't shut up. So I might honestly do information overload for anybody trying to do a video essay on me because I say so much stuff that there's no guarantee whatsoever that you can make a video essay on me. Because there might be too much information. I might bombshell drop too much information on you. I don't know. But yeah, you gotta be popular. You gotta get to the popularity status. You know what I mean? You gotta be popular, and then, and only then, can you smash through everything and get a nice video essay. Because truly, I think it's crazy, right? I think it honestly would be an honor. It's an honor that anybody makes anything on me. Like, the greatest example I have right now is that I have approximately 8 diss tracks on the internet made by my good old friend Black Pawn Beats. Now, you would think having somebody write a diss track on you sucks, right? No, I take it as an honor. The fact somebody sat down and devoted that much time and energy into me and my orbit is honestly one of the most respectful things you could do to me. I love it when other people make videos about me. I think it's nice and I think it's great. So when other people make a 30-minute, hour-long, 2-hour-long, 4-hour-long video essay about me one day, or about anybody in general, and they go through their entire history and life story, I take that, and they should take that too, as a compliment. That means you as a person in your life is so interesting that a random third party, somebody you probably never even interacted with ever in your life, comes to you, researches your entire life because it's entertaining enough to get that much research, posts it on the internet, and then gets millions of other views from people who also want to know about your life in a more condensed format. A video essay that's not a hit piece. Notice how I'm not saying hit piece, because there are hit piece video essays, but a true video essay documenting your flaws and your benefits equally without disappropriating either of them is truly one of the greatest honors you could possibly have. And I heavily encourage anybody, if you want free views or something, like, you could reuse my content, make cool, super cool stuff out of me. I don't really care. Make clips. I don't know, apparently like Kick clips are pretty swagger. I have no idea. I don't have a Kick audience anyway. I stream on Kick. Let me see. Actually, let me check Kick chat. I haven't checked Kick chat in a while. Ah, yes, here it is. A Chinese website. Yep, okay. They do advertising my Kick chat for a Chinese website. Well, I do have Kick. So you do Kick clips. I know those are really popping off right now, but like clippers in general. Like any type of content whatsoever. I mean, I highly encourage it, because truly it's an honor no matter how much energy you devote into it. And I think anybody should be privileged that anybody's devoting any time into you. Now, if it's a hit piece, right, trying to bring out your worst qualities or even allegations that are not true, yeah, I would be flattered too. It's always good to see it in a positive as you do. Haters are motivating in a way. Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, sorry, I'm not going to say your name because that's a crazy name, right? But yeah, like even diss tracks, right? Like, as long as it's not like a huge diss track, like if it was Eminem or Ice Cube or Tupac or Notorious B.I.G. writing me a diss track that's like actually like extremely deadly, that goes into like my personal past and everything and all my flaws, I would not be happy with that, you know, if that makes any sense. I would be like, oh, what? I would be angry there. But like, for example, I don't know if you've seen any of the diss tracks on me. I'm just going to report to you as a YouTube viewer because I don't know how to say your username. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen any of the diss tracks on me, YouTube viewer. But they're not that hostile at all, really, for the most part. I mean, like, there's a few lines that are like, what? But for the most part, they're not really that hostile towards me. And yeah, the dude hates me. But it's also, an immense privilege that he has sat down and wrote 8 diss tracks on me. I think it was like 8 diss tracks. It's insane that he takes the time out of his day, because like, you gotta think about it, right? This dude, your hater, could be doing anything, right? Could be doing anything in the world. Yeah, he chooses to do something creative, and do something creative that involves you. I think that's always great, and that's why I encouraged it. That's why I encouraged my diss war to go on for so long, and that's why I encourage anybody to do anything with my content. Like, I don't encourage like absolute hit pieces, right? Because like that nobody ever wants that. But like, you know, even if it's like valid criticism, like valid constructive criticism, or just valid criticism in general, I wouldn't even mind, because I would actually appreciate, as long as that's just not everything. Like, I would rather have some glaze in there. Like, you know, having some glaze is always nice. Yeah, inspire them. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because like, that's basically what it is. Like, the fact that, you know, you go out and you make a diss track, and the main catalyst is me being your opponent. You may hate me, but I did inspire you to make that diss track. It's just insane that you could do that. And then in theory, like, the dude also inspired me to make diss tracks in retaliation. Exactly. Also, if you don't mind me asking, YouTube viewer, what made you come up with that name? Because I know there's murder, right? There's murder spelled at the end. But what does the rest of the symbols mean? The numbers and symbols. If you don't mind me asking about the origins of your name. Because it does look like an interesting name, and I think it doesn't look like gibberish, if that makes any sense. It looks like something that is actually organic. Like you thought about the name. I need to have some more keys. I need to free one more prisoner. Because it is top tier complicated name. It is truly the streamer's worst nightmare when somebody comes in with a crazy name and you have no idea how to pronounce it. Because I just feel like it's weird referring to you as YouTube viewer, but I don't even know how I would remotely go across pronouncing it. It's a ridiculous name. I copied it when I was young and edgy. Hey, we all been there. Completely understand. I mean, I still am young. I'm only 18, but I wouldn't say I'm edgy anymore. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I think I forgot to say that. Yeah, welcome to the stream. How are you doing on this fine day? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I could see accused and I could see of. I was trying to figure out how that spells was. I guess the 4s. I guess, yeah, I could see it. Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, I could see that. Interesting. How long did it take you to come up with that? Or I guess you copied it, so I guess it just came from a website. Yeah, because honestly, those things are kind of, I guess what would it be called? An anagram? Those things are kind of cool, like how you could see... You can like kind of see what something's being spelled as. Doing really good. Hey, that's great, man. How's the grind over here? It's been a weird day, honestly. So actually, I first started up my stream, right? And I multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch. So I first started my stream, and it was going by fine. And then approximately at like the 23-minute mark, I realized I had my Chrome open. I realized I had Google Chrome open. I'm like, oh, that's eating some resources. I'm going to close that. So first, I close a tab on Google Chrome. And all of a sudden, the second I close out that tab, my entire computer freezes. My entire computer freezes for about 30 seconds. And I'm like, okay, we're having technical difficulties. Sorry, people. Like, I'm still narrating, right? Trying to narrate what's going on because my entire computer's frozen. And then, before you know it, boom, my screen turns black. My computer's still on. And then, boom, I hear a bunch of error noises, like, you know, the default Windows error noises. And then, after a minute, everything comes back on. And it turns out, what I guessed it was an graphics card error, like a graphics card driver error or a Windows operating system error, because it says OBS failed to encode the stream. So my stream completely died on me. And then I tried to restart my stream and my internet was trash at that point. I don't know why my internet went trash at that exact moment. I think it has to do with my computer running at poor efficiency. That's my only guess, because my internet was completely fine before the crash and it's completely fine now. So I'm assuming that the crash did something with my internet. So then I tried to restart my stream because it's only been a few minutes, and you can do that as a streamer because they have, like, I think 5 minutes. You have about 5 minutes after your stream crashes to reboot it, so you don't have to start a whole new stream. So then I do that, right? And I turn back on my stream. We're all good, and I'm still speaking. I'm speaking yada, yada, yada. And then OBS, it takes a while to update how the YouTube stream's doing, right? It takes a while to get the feed from the YouTube stream to tell you, hey, the stream's going good, or you need to reduce the bit rate, or you need to get better internet. So I'm just talking. Then I pull up OBS, and it says the stream is like poor, like it's in the red zone. Like it's saying, we are not receiving enough video for the stream to work. Viewers may experience buffering. And I go on to a speed test while live, and I check my speed internet test. My internet's completely fine, but they're not receiving enough video. So I'm assuming at this point my graphics card is complete garbage, like it absolutely crashed on me. So I go to the YouTube stream, and on the YouTube stream, like I'm watching it back at 144p. That way, like, I'm not using that much graphics card usage because I'm already pushing my graphics card to the max, streaming and playing World of Warcraft at the same time. I'm playing World of Warcraft in 2K, I think. Or no, I think this is 4K. Yeah, I'm playing World of Warcraft in 4K, and I'm streaming at 1080p. So I'm already pushing my computer to max, so I put it at 144p. That way I know it's, for one, it's not my internet, and for two, it's not my graphics card if the video doesn't play. And yeah, my video and stream is just literally a slideshow. Like, it's like, so I'm like, screw it. I turn off my stream, I turn off my Twitch stream, I turn off OBS, and I restart my computer. I give it about, I even restart my router just in case. Like, I don't even know if it was an internet problem, but I restart my router as well. Turn everything back on, get everything ready, and then I go live again. And then here we are. How long have I been going live for? Here we are about an hour and 30 minutes later. And no problems so far. What sucks is I was trying to do like a 6-hour stream today, right? And I already lost 30 minutes today because if I wasn't sitting around trying to configure my live stream, right, I would be at it 2 hours right now. Like, if this was a nice congruent stream, I would be at 2 hours, but now I'm only at an hour and 30 minutes because my stream crashed and I lost all progress. So that really does suck. But I mean, other than that, it has been a really productive stream. Really enjoying World of Warcraft, obviously, you know, it's one of my favorite games, so not complaining, right? I mean, this is still really easy. I mean, I choose to go live. It's not like I'm being forced to do anything. So I'm going to see if I could do probably like 4 hours now, a 4-hour live stream, maybe even a 5-hour live stream. 6 hours probably out of the table just because it's going to be taking too long now because, you know, I wasted 30 minutes trying to configure everything. But yeah, overall, pretty decent. Get into level 67 in classic Burning Crusade. That's always pretty nice too. We're really close. Okay, these stupid birds, man. I don't want to fight them because I think it's just faster to run away, yeah. And then I can mount up. But yeah, that was my day, basically. That was my streaming day so far. And now we'll see how the rest of it plays out. I mean, fingers crossed, right? Like, tap on wood. Nothing's going wrong yet so far. We've been in it for an hour and 30 minutes. So hopefully nothing else goes wrong. I will say, if my stream randomly crashes, right? Also, I forgot to read that quest text. Whoops. If my stream randomly crashes and we're an hour and 30 minutes in, I'm definitely going to give up. The only reason why I started up my stream again, because normally once my stream crashes, I just completely give up. Because it's not the first time this has happened to me. But the reason why I started my stream up again is because I've only been streaming for 30 minutes. Normally it happens when I am more deeper into my stream, like normally about an hour in. So I'm like, screw it. I haven't lost that much time. I'll try again. And here we are. I need to start restarting my PC before I start stream. Because I normally leave my PC running for about, 3 to 4 hours. And that's like 3 to 4 hours of watching YouTube videos, having web browsers open, editing, all that intensive stuff that probably stays open in the background. Anyway, let me read these quest texts now. Also, holy crap, we completed all kinds of quests. I've just been on autopilot the whole time, but we're almost done.
For the whole.
It's a good start, but their leader must be dealt with for your actions to have any impact. Have you ever seen an Ogre King troll? You have and lived to tell the tale. Unfortunately, that is exactly what we're dealing with here. The leader of these barbarians is an ogre named Cho War. Rumor has it that Cho War was the ogre responsible for forcing the Nagrand out of their cave. Cho War then declared himself king and dissolved the ogre clans that served under the Nagrand. Thus, Warmaul was born. Find Cho War deep in the caves of Warmaul Hill. Slay him and bring me his head. You've done what many thought was impossible and brought back our missing brothers and sisters. You are a hero to the Makar Gandriel. All will know your name and deeds you have performed for us. Oh, wow. Oh, no, that's strength. Dang it. It had me for a second. I thought that was an upgrade. Oh, that's another attack power. Yeah, okay. It had me for a second. I thought that was a huge upgrade. I saw a bunch of green, but no. Will you do me one last honor, Gandriel? I do not wish to return to Garadar. I believe my destiny lies elsewhere, that I will serve at a greater purpose someday. Please, return to Farseer Kultok and tell him I will not be returning. Tell him that I cannot return. I must walk the earth. He will understand.
What do you need?
Spoiler alert for anybody that's never played Wrath of the Lich King, but I'm sure if anybody's actually played World of Warcraft, they know by now what happens to Shattrath the Younger. But it is truly indeed, he is destined for greater purpose. In fact, he even becomes a raid boss. He may become a Death Knight, and he may actually become the savior in Legion as well. Yeah, he becomes a savior of the 4 horsemen in Legion as well, which is kind of crazy. Shattrath the Younger, this guy actually, he has a really big legacy, not gonna lie. Oh wait, Cho War, the Pillager, is a group quest? We'll see here. Yeah, suggested players 3. You have a good voice, my man. Maybe doing some storytelling later in the carried. I think you'd be great for telling them WoW related or not. Yeah. Oh, honestly, and this is kind of crazy, you are not the first person to say I have an amazing voice. Like, I think at least 10 people have told me that before. Which is great. I think that's why I'm so good at live stream VODs. Like recently, people have been watching my live stream VODs all the way through. And it's all because of this. This right here. Blue Yeti microphone. Their Blue Yeti microphone software and the OBS compression and stuff. I figured out how to make basically the best sounding audio. It's perfect. Nice, deep, soothing. I highly recommend the Blue Yeti microphone. I don't know how well my audio is on a phone. Like there's two sets of my videos. I have videos recorded on my phone and videos recorded on my PC. The videos recorded on my phone use my phone's microphone, it's a Google Pixel 3 XL microphone. So, I mean, it's not bad, but it's also not good. Like, I don't even know if my voice sounds good without all the special enhancements. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of doing storytelling videos. I have done storytelling videos before. The problem is, I don't know how to make them interesting, if that makes any sense. Like, the great thing about streaming is, I don't have to do any fancy editing. I could literally just play my game and play World of Warcraft, because like World of Warcraft, this is my editing. Like basically World of Warcraft is the backdrop for my video, if that makes any sense. Like I don't have to do any crazy editing to keep people engaged and stuff, because like I have done storytelling videos where I sit up in front of the camera and I speak, but most people click off immediately because that's not really what they want, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it is truly interesting because I always thought my voice, right, was just normal, I guess, if that makes any sense. But it is kind of surprising how many people have complimented me on my voice. Which, I mean, it's truly great. I 100% like, nice, dude. Like, out of all the things I would have got complimented on, I would have never thought it was my voice. But I mean, it's perfect, man. Especially nowadays. Like, I think everybody says nowadays, right, audio is one of the most important things. Because most people, right, they have what you call second monitor content or AirPods content, where they don't actively watch the video or they don't actively engage with the video that's playing. They just listen to it. And I do it too, right? I just put on a video in the background while I'm doing something else. So audio is one of the most important things. So it's great that I have that nailed. I've been trying to basically master streaming. Like if you see my first ever stream, I sound a lot different. Like it was before I put on all the special stuff. Like I wouldn't say I sound much different, right? It's not like I fooled you. It's all the computer doing it, right? But like I do sound slightly different. And my camera angle was garbage. Like my old webcam angle for live streaming was absolutely terrible. And back then, my OBS skills were pretty bad too. Like I was just doing my display, so every single time you see me tab over, you can see like the Windows key. Also, where's the boss at? Is the boss up top and not down low? I think we're supposed to go up top, dang it. Oh yeah, we messed up. Crap. Oh yeah. Also, doing voice acting in general, I wonder how that works. I have no idea how you become a voice actor, to be honest with you. No idea whatsoever. I don't even know if my voice would fit voice acting. Like, I don't even know how that works, if that makes any sense. Like, for example, becoming like an actor in Hollywood, obviously, like, they put you on set and they see how well you are acting and embodying a certain role. But, like, for voice acting, I'm not entirely positive on even how you get a job or how you even apply to be a voice actor. Where are you supposed to go? How do we... I have no idea what's happening. All I know is that there's a level 70 and level 70. Okay. Where... Okay, yeah, then we can go around. It's normal when it's better with enhancements. Radio DJs use it too. It is a good setup when you have there and you have the relaxed energy to complement that. Exactly. Yeah, a lot of people have said the same exact thing you said, and that's great. Yeah, I think I have like almost exactly like what a podcast setup would have. I mean, not exactly, right? It's not that professional. Like everything I use is free. Like the Blue Yeti microphone comes with like its free software, the Logitech G Hub. That's completely free. So that's really easy to set up. And then I have OBS, a few filters on in OBS. I just followed a quick 3-minute tutorial. And then I did my own recordings to make sure it didn't sound terrible. And it sounded actually pretty nice. It's weird how different I sound on my phone compared to my like headphones or TV. I never realized how much like bass and how much deepness your phone removes. Like with my phone, my voice is not as deep as when I turn on my TV or I listen to myself within my headphones. It is kind of crazy because I listen to most of my stuff on my phone. I do a lot of stuff on my phone actually. But yeah, a lot of people have told me like that they are really surprised on how I've not blown up as a live streamer or a content creator slash YouTuber yet when I have all this great stuff going for me. And honestly, I think it's just because of consistency. Because like the problem is recently I've actually been doing a good job for this. I've streamed the past 2 days. The past 2 days I've live streamed for about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. But normally I only live stream like once a week. So I don't think that's like enough momentum and enough engagement and enough content out there to keep the Steam rolls going. And I don't make enough long form videos. Like if you check out my channel actually, and this is another problem I have. If you check out my channel, about I would say 40% of my videos on my channel probably have to do with music, which is fine because my voice sounds fine for music, but my tracks don't. Like I don't have any musical flow. So like my music doesn't sound good. And then my other content is like storytelling videos with my phone that are not properly edited and a few cardio tracks. And one of them was a how-to guide, which actually did really well because it's a how-to guide. Like, I feel like your how-to guide could be absolutely terrible and it would still get views because people just want the information. Look, I've been experimenting a lot and I need to figure out how to hone in. I need to like figure out what I do best. And recently I figured out that I do streaming the best, gaming, World of Warcraft, you know, the stuff I'm doing right now. And I'm trying to hone that in. Like now I'm doing stream highlights on my channel, both in YouTube shorts and long form video clips. And people that has done well before. I don't know how well it's going to do now because it's been a while, but hopefully those do well again. And I'm going to see if I can just convert this whole channel into a, I guess, a live streamy type channel, like how all the other creators have live stream clips on their channels, basically, because that is the primary content on YouTube I watch. The primary content on YouTube I watch is just stream clips of other streamers. Like I haven't watched a stream live in probably years. It's probably been, well, it's probably been a year, probably. It's probably been a year since I watched a stream live. But I keep up with all my favorite streamers through their stream clips of just like them talking. All their clip channels, whether it be YouTube shorts or like long form 30-minute, 40-minute videos on what's going on. And the best part about those videos, right, is going back to what I said before, I hate editing, right? I hate all like the flashy editing and the flashy hard type stuff. So with these types of videos, these clip videos, all the editing you really need is just to cut the dead air. Like the times when you're not really talking about anything. And that is really easy to do. You just like go in Adobe Premiere, you go, oh, cut, oh, cut, oh, cut. You know what I mean? So those are all really easy things. And I think I could transform my channel into that, because when I first started this YouTube channel, I was trying to figure out what I like to do the best, not only on camera, but as a hobby in general. Because I didn't really know anything about me. When I first started this YouTube channel, I was only 17 years old, and I was barely 17 years old. Like I was basically 16 when I started this YouTube channel. Like I knew what I was doing, sort of. Like I liked playing World of Warcraft, but I also wanted more than that, if that makes any sense. Like, yeah, I'm a gamer, but I want like a challenge, if that makes any sense. And I'm not good enough to get good at World of Warcraft. So I want like a challenge that also satisfies me. So I started a YouTube channel thinking that learning music and musical production would satisfy me because I listen to a lot of rap, right? I listen to a lot of rap, a lot of rock, a lot of musical songs, right? I always listen to music. So that was my first logical thing. I was like, oh, I'll make music. That'll give me that challenge, that creative challenge, that strive in my life. And I learned it's way too hard because I'd never taken a single band or choir or any musical class in school. I never sing along to my favorite songs. I just listen to it. So I don't have any musical theory or anything to figure it out. So I'm learning everything from scratch. And I just don't have the foundation to make music. And I've been trying to make music for a year, but I think my talents are better suited somewhere else, which is live streaming and playing World of Warcraft while live.
Nagrand, be safe. Go forth to victory.
This head will be posted at the gates of Garandar for all to see. The ogres will think twice before interrupting sacred Magari rituals. Ooh! Wow, yeah, huge upgrade. 12 armor, 6 intellect, 11 spirit, 4 crit, 6 spell power.
May your blades never dull.
And you know, in the interim of finding what I wanted to do and what I really enjoyed, right? It wasn't just gaming and music. Like I said, I made a couple of storytelling videos, which I would still love to do. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to adapt my storytelling into my stream. I'm going to do that eventually. Like one of my videos, and bear with me on the title here, but I'm trying to really get those clicks with this title, okay? I am Autism Incarnate. That is basically a storytelling video under the guise of it being a live stream highlight. Like I did my storytelling in that video. So I'm going to try, because I like storytelling videos, but I don't like all the hyper editing that goes with it. So I'm going to try to implement my live stream regimen into that. Hopefully it goes well. And then I've also done gym/cardio content because I have low cholesterol. Or sorry, I have high cholesterol, the exact opposite. I have high cholesterol, and that is extremely bad. Like I have so high cholesterol, but by the time I hit about 30 to 40 years old, there is a chance that I could die of heart disease or heart failure. I don't remember which one. I know it was really bad. Like I know death was in the equation. So I was forced to basically go to the gym. I've never went to the gym before. I never really exercised in my life. I just play World of Warcraft or any video games. And then I excel in school, get all A's and stuff. That's always been my life. I haven't really done sports or done any of this weird exercise stuff. So I started making these videos because I also had this YouTube channel. And they're only YouTube shorts. I don't think I've ever made an exercise video before. And these are only YouTube shorts, and I would record myself after my exercise, whether that be a run or my elliptical progress or anything else that has to do with cardio, right? And I would record myself all sweaty, really tired, out of breath, and I would post that on YouTube, and then I get like 1,000 views, and actually a lot of people subscribing and like saying, hey, keep going, you're doing great, you're doing extremely well. And that does motivate me, and it motivates me to push forward and keep hitting the gym. So I really like that content as well. The only problem is I think I'm not going to meld YouTube shorts, right? Because in YouTube shorts, I have two types of genres: my live stream highlights and my workout progress and cardio progress. I don't think both of these are symbiotic. I feel like viewers are going to subscribe for the cardio ones and they're not going to like the gaming ones, if that makes any sense. So that ends up messing with my algorithm. So I think I'm going to make a separate channel for my cardio progress eventually one day. I'm still recording videos, so I'll have like a big stash of videos I can just start posting daily, every single day. That'll be fun. And I think, yeah, I'll just make a separate YouTube short channel. And then, hold on. Don't be too hard on yourself. Breaking the algorithm can be hard. If you enjoy it and learn new things, it would already be good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the problem with... I assume you're talking about my music and how I said my music's bad. I mean... I don't know. I've been trying for a year, and I've had all kinds of hate on my music as well. Like a lot of people, like I don't know if you've ever been on any like music pages, right? But like, you know how they can get ravenous down there in the comic sections, being like, oh, what's this garbage? You know what I mean? So I've had a lot of hate on my music, and I've never gotten any hate on my live streams or gaming content. And I feel like I'm infinitely better at live streaming and gaming content. And when I do my music, I have to take out time for streaming. Like if I were to make a rap today, because I'm a rapper, if I were to make a rap today instead of streaming, because they both take about the same amount of time. So if I was like, if I came home from school day and I was like, yes, I'm going to sit down and write lyrics and record a beat and record a rap, I would not have enough time to live stream. So I have to choose between one and the other. And right now, I also want to progress in World of Warcraft, right? Because Burning Crusade's been out for, I have no idea how long. I think it's been what? Burning Crusade's been out for 2 months. I'm still not max level. So I also want to progress on World of Warcraft. But yeah, I think I am going to maybe not abandon music, but stop posting, if that makes sense. But I think I finally found myself, if that makes any sense, because like this has been a long journey of trying out what I like to do online. I've even done vlogs. I did a couple of vlogs as well. I think that's what you call it, vlogs, video logs, vlogs. Yeah, I even did a few vlogs to see if I like it. And this has been the thing that both the audience really likes, I really enjoy, I'm really good at, and it gets to be progression both in game and on YouTube and other platforms. And we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna see, like, I'm gonna hone it all in, and I'm gonna see if like my niche of this channel will be like gaming. Because the problem is, right, I have 230 subscribers or something like that, and let's just say 5 of them subscribed to my storytelling videos, 50 of them to subscribe to music, 100 of them subscribe to my gaming, and I don't know, 75 of them subscribe to my exercise. That probably does not equal 230, but it's probably close. None of these topics really have a symbiosis with each other, so when I drop, like, let's say an exercise track, the people that subscribe for gaming are not going to like it. Or when I drop a musical track, the people that subscribe for gaming are not going to like it. So I want to have a unified audience too, if that makes any sense. So that's why I'm honing in on one thing. And we'll see how it goes. I just now started.
Tell me I hate you. Be careful.
I'm relieved to hear that he is safe. Have you come to join the hunt?
Farewell, peace, friend. Goodbye.
Do you live for the hunt as I do, mage? Do you seek the... I have no idea what that word is. Do you seek the quietude that comes as you stalk the prey? Would you know what it is to honor the last heartbeats of your fallen quarry? I will help you achieve this. Nagrand is a lush land, full of life in the midst of this broken world. Bring down a handful of wind rocks, and then we will speak more. You can find them in many places nearby in all directions of our camp. We gotta kill 30 of them? Holy crap.
Go in.
This is gonna be a long quest chain.
See you soon.
You wanna earn a piece? Or you wanna earn a place in this safari? You'll have to prove yourself. I don't care what you're hunting before. I don't care if you haven't hunted until what you hunt is what is here. Start with that cleft hoof if you're man enough. I know I've seen them in the immediate area around the safari and also close by the south.
Keep your feet on the ground. Need help? For the Alliance.
I don't think I'm up for a hunt today. Do you think that you might take my place? I told Hemet I was going to see about bagging us some of those Talbook that seem to be all over the place. The stags are especially nice to hunt. You could find them congregated around the nearby trees. Think you could take care of that for me?
Light bless you.
We gotta kill like 90 things, which is kind of crazy. Oh wait, no, there's one more quest. Wait, where? What's this quest for? I'm saved. That's probably a different type quest. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's a different type quest. But yeah, this YouTube channel, King Alex Gilbert, because I've never posted online before. I never had a social media account. I guess I had a social media account on Instagram where I posted like 5 pictures of my tortoise. And then I never posted any more pictures after that. So I've never really had an online presence before. And then basically same day, I made a YouTube account, a SoundCloud account, a Reddit account. And then I think I made a Twitch account when I started streaming about 4 months later. So I made, oh, the quest time not dropped from the wind guy. That sucks. So I was trying to figure out who I am, right? You know, through that journey, you know, trying to figure out why am I on this earth? What is my purpose on this earth? And I'm trying to figure that out through online content creation. I have no idea if that's like a normal way to figure out what your hobbies and goals are. But I've always been a more secluded individual. I've always been more keep to myself, chill kind of guy. You know, go home and just be content with being alone and playing my video games. I've been always content with that. So I thought, you know, going online onto the internet and trying to figure out what I like to do technology-wise would be a great way to figure that out and figure out who I am. And it turns out I did. And I think this is my legacy, because I have actually found success once. About 6 months ago, I was doing a live stream, like any other live stream, like what I'm doing right now. Slightly less professional, right? I know a few more things about live streaming now than back then. But I was doing a live stream. I was live streaming every single day. I was very consistent about it back then. I was live streaming every single day for about 3 weeks. And I was live streaming. And at first, there was only about 5 people, pretty much normal for that point, because I was live streaming every single day. People grew accustomed to my streaming schedule, and they would pop in and just chill with me for about the whole stream. But then, before you know it, I got 10 viewers. Okay, that's a pretty good stream. I've hit 10 viewers before. It's not my all-time record, right? But I've hit 10 viewers before, but 10 viewers makes it a good stream. So I was like, oh, nice, this is a good stream. Then, about an hour in, 25 viewers. Okay, we are nearing my all-time record. My all-time record at that point was 65 live concurrent viewers. And then, 2 hours in, I'm at, I think, 60 live concurrent viewers. I'm starting to freak out because my streams back then, 6 months ago, go for about 4 hours. So we're already halfway through the stream and we're almost breaking my all-time record. Odds were that my all-time record was going to get shattered that stream. So I'm at 60 live concurrent viewers at about the 2 hour mark. I am going insane, right? I'm jumping up and down basically. I'm speaking extremely fast. I'm really excited. Not many people were chatting, which is fine because for it being a World of Warcraft stream, most people that watch gaming streams or World of Warcraft streams are more of what you call lurkers, which means they watch the stream, but they don't really comment. But that's fine, right? Because I have the number and I have the watch time and I'm having an insane time. I have a few of my IRL friends in here at this point. We're all celebrating. And then at about 2 hours and 10 minutes, I cross over into 70 live concurrent viewers. And I remember how euphoric I was. I was just basically like pumping my fists up in the air. I was like, yes, all of this hard work. Because remember, I was streaming every single day back then. I was streaming every single day for approximately 3 hours, 3 to 6 hours long. Some of my streams went all the way up to 6 hours. It was normally approximately 4 hours. Like on average, it was 4 hours long, but it was like 3 to 6 hours was the range. For 3 weeks straight, like this was a big part of my life. For that summer break. And I was like, holy crap. Frick yes, man. Jumping up and down. This is where I'm going to break it. This is where I'm going to break into the algorithm. This is where I'm going to get all the fame, glory, views. And then I just keep going up. Approximately 30 minutes after that, I'm at 85 live concurrent viewers. 10 minutes after that, 90. 94. I peaked at 94 live concurrent viewers, and then, you know, a little bit goes on and we start to reduce a bit, but the floor appears to be around 80 because, you know, people come, people go during live streams. So then the floor appeared to be approximately 80 live concurrent viewers, and I held that I held that for about an hour, really. And then it was getting late, right? It was getting real late. I think it was 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, because what I do, right, is it was summer break. So I had nothing to do, right? No school, no job. I was just playing video games. So in the morning, I would prepare for my streams. And then at midnight every single night, I would start my stream. So it was 4, 5 in the morning, right? It was 4 or 5 in the morning. And it was time to go to bed. I mean, I can't ride this high forever, right? I mean, eventually I'm going to get too tired and, you know, it would start detrimenting the stream. So I decided to quit when I was ahead, right? Unfortunately, the problem was, like I said before, the key word here was I was on summer break. This was happening in July. And I was staying up to 4 and 5 a.m. in the morning, right? My sleep schedule was basically terrible. And my summer break was almost over. This is July. I go back to school like August 4th. So it was end of July, and I realized I need to prioritize basically school over streaming. So what I did was I completely changed my streaming times. I flipped it on its head. I then went live at noon. I think that's what it's called. It'd be 12 a.m., right? I think it'd be 12 p.m. Yeah, midnight's a.m. So yeah, 12 p.m. at noon. And I would stream all the way until 4 p.m. But because I switched up my times and I switched up my consistency, even though I was streaming back to back to back every single day, I did not get that many views. I mean, I got like 8, which is still insane, mind you, because 8 viewers I would still be incredibly happy with. I'd be incredibly happy with 8 viewers still to this day. But to go from 94 to 8 was sad. But I would keep streaming, right? Because I was still fixing my sleep schedule. And I kept streaming, and I eventually got all the way up to 25 live concurrent viewers again, live streaming. That was fun. But then school came along. It was time to go to school. My last year of high school as a senior. It's about time, you know, like let's prioritize that. Let's graduate. And then I'm either going to go to college or maybe I hit it big streaming, right? So I let go of everything. I let go of my viewers. I let go of my whole legacy. I let go of all those VODs, of everything I was creating. And I instead prioritized school instead. And every weekend or so, or every once in a while, I would stream. But it'd be something like this, right? 1 viewer, 2 viewers, 3 viewers, maybe even no viewers. Which is fine, right? Because even when there is no viewers, I completely enjoy it. But obviously having viewers is way better, right? Having viewers is, woo! I would love to have viewers and not have viewers, right? But I still enjoy it not having viewers. But it sucks because I learned live streaming is all about consistency. You cannot grow by just live stream periodically. I might be able to grow live stream periodically if I put my YouTube short clips and my live stream long form clips onto my channel, which is what I'm trying to do right now. We'll see how that goes. Not entirely positive on how it's going to roll out. It might roll out well, it might not. But this summer break, hopefully, I can once again try to reclaim my throne, try to repeat history, and live stream every single day for 3 weeks and get all the way back up to 94 live concurrent viewers. Because, you know, I say 94 live concurrent viewers, but like you compare that to somebody like XQC or Kaisenat or iShowSpeed or Hassan or Asmongold or any of these like big massive streamers who get like 30,000 viewers, 50,000 viewers regularly. It's a drop in the pond, right? But 94 people live watching you, like that's 94 people all watching you do something for multiple hours. That's like classrooms full of people. Like when I try to visualize it in my head, it's still absolutely crazy. And what I realized is live streams a snowball, because if you caught me, notice how I said my first ever time I was hitting success was about 25 live concurrent viewers. Then literally the next stream after that, I hit 65 live concurrent viewers. The stream after that, I hit 94 live concurrent viewers. So I know live streaming snowballs, so I probably could have even hit 100 live concurrent viewers if I kept going at it, right? Like probably my next stream, if I kept the same exact times and the same exact energy and the same exact vibes, I probably would have hit 100 concurrent viewers. But I prioritized school instead. I prioritized getting a diploma, which is probably the right decision. You know what I mean? I mean, it might have not been. Maybe I should have been a high school dropout and become the next streamer or something. Maybe there is an alternative reality where I did that. I became a successful YouTube streamer. But that's just my opinion. You could do gaming and your progress in health and fitness. Few people did it before you too. Also shows positivity and growing. Yeah. Like, I still am definitely going to do that, right? I don't know if I'm going to post it on the main channel, though. Like, I am definitely, like, without a doubt, right? Without a doubt, I still am going to post my YouTube short clips. I don't know if you've seen any of them before. But yeah, my like minute-long YouTube short clips about me being tired and my workout. I definitely am still going to post them. Whether that be on a King Alex Gilbert cardio channel or being on this channel, I'm not entirely positive yet. Like right now, we're in actually a huge experimentation phase I'm doing. Because right now I'm trying to post everything in the same niche, right? In the same niche of World of Warcraft live streaming, just to see how well I perform. Which actually, so far, it's actually doing pretty decent. So I want to keep everything in the same niche, at least for now. I want to keep everything exactly how it is right now for this, at least for a month or two. See how famous I can get, or how many views I can get. I guess famous is the wrong answer, because I doubt I'm going to get famous by just posting World of Warcraft live stream clips. But I'll see how many views I can get, how much growth I get before I go back to posting my variety, because I guess what you could call this channel right now is a variety channel technically, but right now I'm going to try to hone it into a World of Warcraft live stream channel. And then if that does well, then the cardio videos keep coming out, because like I said before, the cardio YouTube shorts, they're the least impactful thing on my channel. I have no idea how important the YouTube short algorithm is, but I don't think I'm going to care about it. Like, the two algorithms I'm going to care about on YouTube is the long form algorithm and the live stream algorithm. I'm going to try to nail those two down. And then I'm going to like throw YouTube shorts in as well, just to feed it for fun. The Netherlands. So yeah, actually, I don't know if you're still in here or not, but that is a fun thing actually. So yeah, remember when I said I was live streaming at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and 5 a.m.? I actually had a lot of European viewers. Like, it's kind of crazy how European my audience is. Like, I have a bunch of German viewers and a bunch of, I think I even have a few British viewers. It's kind of crazy on how many people not from America that I attract with my channel. It's kind of weird at the same time, but yeah, I'm not complaining. But yeah, hey, thank you. Good luck on my cholesterol, man, because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it, man. Hope you have a wonderful dreams, I guess. I don't know. Have some excellent quality sleep. Thank you for stopping by the way. Thank you for stopping by, just chilling, relaxing. Really do enjoy it, man, because you know, after a while of speaking non-stop, right? After a while of being like me and speaking non-stop to the void, it's always nice to get that face, you know, to get that person interacting with the channel. And hey, maybe you'll come by and stop by for some other streams. We're gonna once again try to stream every single day. No promises, but hopefully we can do it. Yeah, that's so weird that I attract European viewers. I wonder what percentage of my audience is European. I could look at my YouTube analytics, but I think YouTube Shorts skews it. Because YouTube Shorts, I obviously got like everybody. Also, if you're still here, crap, I gotta do my mandatory YouTube thing. Can you please like, comment, and subscribe? Because I think that truly does help with the algorithm. If you're still here. Or if you, subscribing helps for if you want to tune in live. Liking, and I guess you can't really comment, can you? So I guess liking the stream will push it to more people, and then subscribing just helps you come back to the stream. So yeah, if I was entertaining enough for you, thank you for tuning by on my journey and listening to my journey too, honestly. Okay, well, pop that. We gotta keep killing some wind rocks and some other thingamabob doohickey, yeah, ogre threats. It's crazy how much time flies, honestly. I'll be there sometimes when not busy at work. You have a nice day and evening too. Yeah, and also completely no pressure, man. Like, I completely understand if you're like tired one day, you don't want to catch my streams or anything. Just like whenever I happen to be live, and I stream periodically too. Like, who knows when I go live. So like, no pressure to go and tune in if you don't want to. Just whenever, and you see that I'm live and you have nothing else to do and you want to join in, I'm always open. Just trying to bring in the chill vibes, you know. Was already subscribed. Bye for now. That's what I love to talk about. That's what I love to see. Thanks, man. See you in the next one. What a nice dude. That's what I like about streaming, man. That is what's great about streaming. You know, you could just casually doing your own thing, you know, like, because he didn't come in until an hour, right? So you could just do your own thing, just sit around, play World of Warcraft, just sitting here, and then randomly, before you know it, some dude comes by, you strike a nice genuine conversation with him for like 30 minutes straight. And it's just great, you know, you have some bonding, you have some connection. I mean, truly only in live streaming that this can happen. The subscription worked because you were my first vid on my YouTube. Oh, really? That's crazy. Nice, dude. Good luck, man. Hey, good luck to you, man. I hope you aspire all your goals. I hope you smash all your goals as well. All right. But yeah, only in streaming that you could just like have a genuine organic conversation like this. Like, the thing that is nice about social media, YouTube, Instagram, etc., is you can interact with all these people, but it's like not in a live setting, you know what I mean? It's like you can like pre-plan things, you can edit your text, you can like really think about it. You can't really get a genuine live connection like you can in live streaming. Like, it's just so much organic, just cool. It's just unique, you know? Like, only... Like, that's crazy, all the communities that have been sprouted up because of YouTube and stuff. Just posting. It's crazy that I have 230 subscribers, which... 230 subscribers, right? That is not a crazy number, but that means 230 people hit that little red button to watch my type content, which is really cool, honestly. It's cool that people want to watch me for me, you know? I always thought that was cool. That was great. That was nice too, you know, trying to go the distance. You know, that guy, he helped make that 45 minutes go by extremely fast, I think. I don't know how long he's been in here for. The one thing my chat doesn't have, and I need to figure out how to turn on, is timestamps. Then I can know at what time people sent messages. I mean, it doesn't like matter, but it'd be a nice thing to have. What's nice about variety content too, and streaming at the same time with variety content, is you get a bunch of people with a bunch of different situations, I guess, if that makes sense. That doesn't make any sense. You get a bunch of people that know you for a bunch of different things, so like you could talk about anything, you know what I mean? Like if I only streamed World of Warcraft, my topics would probably only be about World of Warcraft, but then people know me from other stuff. And that is probably a terrible way to explain what the crap I'm talking about, but trust. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you guys know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm making sense. What an absolutely interesting day this has been, honestly. Not gonna lie. It's been probably one of the most interesting days ever, because this is like one of the first times I've ever started a stream again after it crashing on me, because normally I have the cardinal rule, right? I have a cardinal rule. If I am streaming and my stream crashes on me, I am not streaming. I'm not gonna re-stream that day. You know what? I'm just gonna say screw it. That's a message from the gods. You know what I mean? That's a message from the gods to tell me not to stream. So this is, I think, the first time that I've re-streamed, that I streamed again after it failing. And I have been rewarded with a great, amazing conversation with this great guy. I mean, I'm not going to say his name because I'm not 100% sure if YouTube is going to allow that. You know what I mean? But, you know, he's a great guy, a great Netherlands dude. I don't know what the Netherlands people are called. Are they the Dutch? I don't know. They might be the Dutch. All right. Now we just gotta kill some Windrock, some Cleft Hoofs. This is crazy though, that was just like a bunch of grinding. But honestly, I really do like the Nesingwary quests just work. They do. Like the mindless numbingly grind just actually works, because the mobs are actually pretty easy to kill. It is a butt ton of them, but they're pretty easy to kill. It's not annoying. Most of them are neutral because, once again, they're animals. So overall, I mean, I would rate the Nesingwary quest pretty high. I really like Nagrand. Nagrand, Hellfire Peninsula is a good entry level zone. Hellfire Peninsula is a good entry level zone. Nagrand is a good zone in general, because there's so much stuff from Nagrand that ends up getting used later in expansions. So first off, obviously in Warlords of Draenor, they literally just reuse Nagrand. Like barely anything from Nagrand changes in Warlords of Draenor. But other than that, we have Saurfang. Young Saurfang actually becomes an extremely integral to the Wrath of the Lich King storyline. We have Garrosh. Garrosh becomes the next war chief of the Horde. We have the Makar Orcs. The Makar Orcs becomes an allied race in Battle for Azeroth. We have Warlords of Draenor expansion. Already went over that. The Ring of Blood. The Ring of Blood becomes the Amphitheater of Pain. Something in Cataclysm. They come to the White Tiger place in Mists of Pandaria. They return again in Nagrand and Warlords of Draenor. I don't think there is any in Battle for Azeroth. So, but the whole Ring of Blood gets started and it continues for multiple expansion packs. You have the Nesingwary Expedition, but that started in Classic. But it's an integral quest chain that is in Nagrand. You have a Demon Hunter, which is your first introduction to a Demon Hunter, I think. There might have been one in Classic Azuna. I'm not entirely positive there's a quest around that Demon Hunter in Azuna in Classic. But I think this is the first demon hunter you interact with in all of Outland, and it's a friendly one, and he hates Illidan as much as anybody else does. And I think, yeah, Ultrius the Sufferer, he actually plays a role in Legion as well. So he's a Legion guy. And then you have the half ogre, half Draenei, half breed orc. That guy plays a bit of a role in Warlords of Draenor, but he's also a half-breed like Garona, who's also in Warlords of Draenor. She might even be in Legion. No, she's not. But yes, she is. Yes, she's in Legion. Is Garona in Legion? Garona's in Legion too, I think. Like, Nagrand is Hub 0. Nagrand is Hub 0 for almost all of the important lore events and important characters that will be later revealed in other expansion packs or other iconic quest chains like Nessingwary are in Nagrand. It's also just a unique zone because, like they said before, in a world of tormented and dead plants and twisted rock and all this other place, Nagrand stands as like a luscious valley. So Nagrand honestly is one of my favorite zones. I love Nagrand. My biggest beef with Nagrand is that there's not a single dungeon in Nagrand. That is my biggest beef with it. There's not any dungeons in Blaze Edge Mountains either, but there is a raid. In Nagrand, there's literally nothing. In Nagrand, there is the Makar Orc faction. I think that's the only reason why you would revisit Nagrand after completing all the quests, is to grind the orcs and the ogres, which is a true shame, man, because Nagrand, in my opinion, is one of the best crafted zones that Blizzard has ever made, and they made zero reason. There is this much of a reason to go back to Nagrand after completing all the quests in it, or even just out leveling it in general. I guess for PvP, there's Allah or Hala. I don't even know what it's called, but there's Hala for PvP. I know there's like, I'm not a PvPer, but I know there is like some reason to go back and Hala. But yeah, that was that, and that was the expansion. Like, truly, almost so the whole expansion revolves around Shadowmoon Valley, Netherstorm, Zangra Marsh, Hellfire Peninsula. Those 4 zones the Burning Crusade expansion revolves around. Nagrand is like a side quest, but little does anybody know, Nagrand becomes like the staging ground of some of the best quests and the best characters Blizzard has ever created. Like, I don't think Garrosh before... Like, I think this is our first introduction to Garrosh. I don't think Garrosh was in Warcraft 3. I don't think Garrosh was in Classic either. This was our first introduction to Garrosh. This was our first introduction to Sourfang Jr. Uncorrupted. Some of the best storylines were created here. And even, and this is one of the biggest things, this is one of the things I love the most about ingenuity. So if you complete the entirety of the Makar Orc storyline in Nagrand, and then you go into the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, and you go to, oh crap, I'm going to remember it off the top of my head. And if you go to the Boring Tundra, there we go, not the Boring Tundra, although it is, in my opinion, one of the weakest zones in Wrath of the Lich King. But if you go to the Boring Tundra, and you speak to Garrosh, who is the leader of the Horde Offensive in Northrend. I forgot what the thing's called, but he's the leader of the offensive in Northrend. And if you speak to him, one of the first quests you do, he normally yells at you. in the quest text. He's only like, oh, this orc or this troll or this person. He's like, get to work, basically. He's like, come on, we gotta conquer the whole place. But if you do the Nagrand quest line and you help out his family, you help out his grandma, and you help him regain confidence and become what he is destined to be, Garrosh will treat you with respect in the quest text. Like, he won't actively say anything out loud. Like, what is the difference? It's probably like a few paragraphs of text, and that's it if you do the entire Nagrand thing. But it's like that flavor text that's important. It's like one of the only choice building in World of Warcraft. It's not like really a choice, but it's kind of like your choice affects your adventure. One of the only times that has ever happened. And it's just a nice thing, because normally Garrosh is like, oh my god, another recruit, gone, just go get yourself killed, basically. Like, let's go, we gotta kill the Scourge. But he remembers you. He's like, I will not forget what you have done for my people in Nagrand. I will remember that. And then he also yells at you, but he's like, I acknowledge what you have done, and don't think what I'm about to do is out of rage, because I respect you. Garrosh respects you for helping his people. I think that is so cool. And very few people know about this quest. I don't even know how I figured this out. I barely remember how I know about this quest. But I know about that switch up, maybe because I read the quest text, which is rare because I don't read quest text. The only reason why I'm reading quest text is because I'm streaming. But I thought like that flavor text, like that, wow, Garrosh, you know, like the big, like the big man, you know? Because if you never quested in Nagrand, you would have ever thought that Garrosh was like a weakling. Like in Nagrand, and we're about to learn this because we're about to turn in all the quests at Gunnar. But you learn Garrosh is a wimp, basically. Garrosh is a weakling. He's pathetic. Like, let's all say it. Garrosh is pathetic. He's crying while his people are literally getting slaughtered. You have some of his best lieutenants being like, Garrosh, do something. Yes, you're the son of Grom, and he was the leader of our people, so Garrosh, do something. And Garrosh just goes and cries next to the fire. Like, he is a broken man. You see Garrosh, coward. He's a coward. He's a weakling. And you, throughout the quest chain of Nagrand, help Garrosh get confidence along with Thrall. And you help Garrosh become who he is in Wrath of the Lich King. That arrogant man, like, you know, I guess orc. That arrogant orc who wants to basically takes nothing from nobody. If you never quested in Nagrand, you would have thought Garrosh is always like that. But no, like, the character arc is crazy. Like, you know, his family's dead. His whole people hates him because he's like, hey, Grom was the one that gave us all the green skin. The only reason why we don't have a green skin is because of the pox. Oh, that's another thing I want to say. Yeah. Garrosh was also sick. Like, actually sick. Like, ill. He was ill. He had, like, I don't know, the Outland version of smallpox, like the orc version of smallpox. And because of that, he couldn't go out and fight with all the other orcs, which saved him from the green corruption of blood. But it also makes him weak. And then he learned that his father died. His father died in battle. And it ruined him because he could have been out there fighting with his father. He could have made a difference. And that is what broke him down, not to mention that they're still recovering from the smallpox and stuff. Eventually they do recover, and then we come in with Thrall, and he's like, hey, let's go. Let's be friends. Let's go, Garrosh. You got greatness. I'm gonna help you out. Ooh, yeah, breathe sometimes. But yeah, Garrosh Hellscream. I truly think Garrosh is one of the most well-written characters I think ever. He is an orc supremacist. Or supremacist. Maybe it's an orc supremacist. I don't know. He is a racist towards anybody that's not an orc. But it makes sense through his character arc. And you can see everything from his view. One of the main characters of World of Warcraft, basically, you could watch. And what I also like best about Garrosh is there's other stories intertwined along with Garrosh. Like, for example, so Garrosh was the basically supreme commander of the Horde offensive in Northrend. But one of his greatest lieutenants, or his greatest generals, actually, yeah, generals. One of his greatest generals, 2 expansions later, is also making his debut in Northrend. And that is Nagrand. And Nagrand is making his debut in the Grizzly Hills, being the commander of the Horde offensive in Grizzly Hills. So Garrosh is the head honcho of everything. Nagrand's the head honcho of Grizzly Hills. And you end up helping Nagrand too. And then their stories become greatly intertwined, so much so that they share a raid together because of Nagrand's loyalty. I think it's crazy that all these like well-written characters are all melded together. Like, Burning Crusade walked so Wrath of the Lich King can run. It's really just Nagrand. Because I'm trying to think, like Terokkar Forest, there is no memorable lore. Like the Arakoa are cool, but the Arakoa literally get forgotten about until Warlords of Draenor. And then after Warlords of Draenor, they once again get forgotten about. Interesting, but that was never ever unfortunately reproduced. Like they never came back to Azeroth. Like the Arakoa never came back through the portal. Hellfire Peninsula was good because of the Dark Portal, and it was a good starting area with the Fell Orcs. Just good all around. Zangarmarsh, hate me for this, but I think Zangarmarsh was boring. The Naga? Really? We're out here fighting Naga again? Like, we fought those on Azeroth. Like, there's demons and all this other stuff to fight, but we're fighting, like, the Illidari type Naga. Like, there's no new threat. The Sporganar never come back. Blade's Edge Mountains, it's cool for Gruul, because Gruul once again comes back. Nothing new there. Netherstorm, nothing new there. Shadowmoon Valley, only good for Illidan. There is nothing from Outland that follows us except what comes out of Nagrand. And maybe a little bit of Hellfire Peninsula. I like Hellfire Peninsula as well. Like, maybe Burning Crusade's great for its gameplay, but like story-wise, Burning Crusade's actually a pretty inconsequential. It's a pretty inconsequential journey, to be honest with you. Burning Crusade, it doesn't really... It's contained, basically. Like, there's no real lore after the Burning Crusade. Like, randomly Arthas comes out, and then he starts fighting. Like, if anything, classic Wrath of the Lich King makes more sense than classic to Burning Crusade. I feel like Burning Crusade was more of a filler expansion pack while they worked on Northrend. Like a whole nother world away from worlds. Yeah, it's cool. But a lot more stuff came out of Wrath of the Lich King. The dragon aspects, the Nessenguari expedition, but once again, that was starting classic. The dragon aspects, the Lich King itself, like the whole Death Knight thing, that whole came out of Wrath of the Lich King. Death Knights, they kept going back to Icecrown. The Icecrown's probably one of the most iconic zones. Icecrown Citadel is probably the most iconic fortress in all World of Warcraft. The Valkyr. Was there Valkyr in Classic? I don't think so. I think Valkyr started in Wrath of the Lich King. So the Valkyr, huge thing. Those would come back even as Lightforged Valkyr in Legion. Let's see here. The Scourge itself, yeah, that was all pretty normal. They were around in Classic too, though. Trying to think of what else came out of that. Like, Dragon's aspects were the big one. Dragon aspects were huge. I guess Frostmourne, Arthas, yeah, the Lich King, Icecrown Citadel. Oh, Storm Peaks, Ulduar. Ulduar is also huge. Like, Ulduar itself, that's also a big thing that keeps getting revisited. Old Gods. kind of like Silithus, but like not really, because nobody cares about the Silithus one. They only care about the old lore one. Let's see here. What else is there? Trying to think. I know there's more stuff that came out of there. Oh, the Vrykul. The Vrykul were new mobs, weren't they? I think the Vrykul were completely new. Same with the Kavaldir. Those were completely new mobs. They came into new stuff, like new expansion packs and stuff. Vrykul. Let's see here. I think the Troll Tribe, I forgot what they're called. The Troll Tribe and Zuldrak. They're kind of new, kind of not. Kind of like play off of what's that dungeon? The Sand Dungeon. What the crap's that called? Bro, I'm blanking. Zul'Farrak, yeah. Kind of a play off Zul'Farrak. Didn't I say that? Oh, so Zuldrak, Zul'Farrak. Okay. Duh. Okay, there we go. So yeah, there's been so much more lore that came out of there. I mean, yeah, even the Gnar, like the Gnar were a new like Legion henchman, like the Gnar and the other thing, I don't know, the thing with the drill as hands. Those two were Legion henchmen, but they never got revisited in the Legion expansion pack. Like when Legion itself came out, the Gnar were never featured. Which is crazy, bro. It is honestly so crazy. The Gnar were never featured in the literal Legion expansion pack. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? I feel like Legion was trying to make a sequel to Burning Crusade that was actually connected to the lore. Because I'm trying to think about it, right? Like, we kill Jaden, and then what? Like, we don't do anything else, man. Like, why do we come back to Azeroth? Because, like, the Scourge is infecting people? Like, I get it, like the Dark Portal, like the only connection to the Burning Crusade we had was literally one world boss and a mysterious purple portal. Those were the only connection to Burning Crusade. Everything else, like literally everything else was pointing at the Lich King and Wrath of the Lich King and Northrend. Everything was. Because they're like, hey, Northrend. You know those Kel'Thuzad, Naxxramas, all Skullomance, you know, all the max level dungeons were Scourge themed dungeons, you know, killing the Scourge, killing the undead horde. You know, we had a few like hiccups with Cahoon and stuff. You know what? There wasn't any demons. You know, like there was never a demon that fought us, really, other than the world boss. Kazakh was the only guy that fought us, man. I feel like Blizzard made the Burning Crusade, or sorry, there we go. We kill this guy. Okay, yeah, Blizzard made the Burning Crusade literally so they had more time on Wrath of the Lich King. I feel like, because like it's a self-contained zone. Like all of the lore is basically self-contained. I think that's why I don't like this expansion as much. Like, I like the questing. I feel like I like the questing and world building the most with expansions nowadays. And other than Nagrand, I just don't vibe with the world that was built because there's no consequence to the world that was built. It feels foreign. And it was fine if we brought some of that foreign back. Like, I guess Ethereals. Ethereals was a good creation that would come back in Cataclysm as Reforging And then like many expansions later in like Legion, or the hints of the Void, and now in Midnight, the Ethereals are back. So I guess Ethereals were a good thing. Arakoa were not, because they never brought back the Arakoa. Yeah, it's just a lot of things, man. It's just a lot of things you gotta think of. There we go. Drink up. Bum-ba-da-dum-ba-ba. Oh yeah, I need to ban that person that followed me. How the crap do I do that again? Oh yeah, I gotta go here. Comp Tunzara. That was not the person though. Maybe it was. Wait, who was talking to me in stream earlier? No, it's Victoria. Okay. I swear, like some random people just follow me on Instagram. And I never know if they're like legitimately following me or following me to like shill something on me. Oh, I guess while I'm here I could kill... Yeah, while I'm here I could go and kill the these guys. I'm doing all kinds of quests. I've literally not completed anything. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna kill the important leader too. Like how many quests are we doing? 1, 2, 3... We're completing a bunch, I guess. I can't really tell. I remember doing these quests on my death knight. See, you know quests are important when they're memorable. These Nagrand quests were memorable because I remember we kill the Sorrow Deathsworn, right? We kill all the agents and then we go back to the Warden and we're like, hey, we killed these dudes. And then the Warden's like, oh, you know what we could do? We could start a warfare between these two people. So then they go and they start a warfare between these two people. So we steal some of the banners from the Killswar. And then we kill some ogres and plant the banners on the dead ogre's body. And then the ogres raid and they kill the Killswar encampment because, like, you know, they think they killed him. And then it's just better all in general. Then the Madcar orcs end up winning because the two enemies are pinned together. I can't wait to do the quest chain with the half-breed too. Also, I need to complete this quest. The amorphous mass of elemental air is speaking to you in a language that you cannot understand. You believe the language to be the tongue of the elements. Element? Okay, is that like their... that must be the tongue. Kalmag. Perhaps somebody at the Throne of Elements could shed some light on this unusual find. Oh, you know what I am forgetting? That was... Yeah. That I am forgetting that Burning Crusade introduced Draenei and Blood Elves. And those became extremely influential. So now that I'm thinking about it, Burning Crusade might not be that bad because I forgot that Burning Crusade introduced Blood Elves and Draenei. Because those were extremely influential. Not because of their contributions in Outland. And they also introduced Khadgar. Khadgar was also introduced in Burning Crusade. So none of these people are important for their contributions in Outland. It's actually because of their contributions in Azeroth, in Kalmandor and Eastern Kingdoms. So the Exodar, very important ship that crash lands onto Azeroth. Very important race that comes out. The Draenei, hunted by the Legion. Like, they are the reason probably why the Legion came to Azeroth. Because, yeah, no, that is actually why the Legion started invading, didn't it? The Legion started invading so then they can get Vela. Because, isn't it? Yeah, it was because everybody and their mother was trying to get Vela and his Draenei to turn into the Fel Corrupted Draenei. And they would flee in their spaceship, going to planet, and then Kil'jaeden would catch up, the Legion would come out, they would have to go and run away again, and then more Legion would come out, the planet gets destroyed, rinse and repeat. Well, then their little spaceship crash lands in Azeroth, and then before you know it, the dark portal opens up and the demons start flooding in. That has to be why the Burning Crusade happened. That's genius writing. Holy Blizzard. Blizzard, you guys are smart. Yeah, that makes honestly perfect sense. That makes 100% sense. And then, yeah, you have the Blood Elves, which Silver Moon Valley, you know. Oh, and Zul'Aman. Oh my God. There's Zul'Aman, isn't there? Bro, I keep forgetting about Zul'Aman. Zul'Aman's important too, because of the Amani. And then, you know, you have like a side quest. Like, it's basically like a side quest, but there's Zul'Aman. So inadvertently, the content that gets added to Burning Crusade is the most influential when it's not in Outland. Yeah, well, I never played Zul'Aman. I did the dungeon. I never did the raid. But I like the dungeon Zul'Aman, so yeah, Zul'Aman. Zula-frickin-Man. Griselda the Crone. Oh wow, she's a demon. Griselda the Crone. She comes back in Warlords of Draenor as an NPC. I remember her. She comes back as the Alliance version. Yeah, Griselda the Crone is the Alliance end quest when you first meet Gul'dan with Maiev. That's who Griselda the Crone is in Warlords of Draenor. Yeah, that quest. Okay. Oh my God. Well, okay. Casual gut thing there. Okay, well, ice slants. I guess, yeah, sure. Hit him with the wand. Yeah, we'll just wand him slowly. Okay. 4 more dudes to kill. 5 cleft hoofs. And yeah, important leader. That's what, or impotent? Is that what this is? Yeah, impotent leader. That's who we're gonna do next, because that's where you kill a bunch of ogres. Actually, in Terokkar Forest. This is a Terokkar Forest quest, which kind of sucks. I hate Terokkar Forest, but this quest line's not that bad. It's not that bad, trust. Man, I might just level up from grinding mobs. I was gonna like wait for like the ender when I end stream and I turn in like 20 quests like hours later. But I honestly might level up from just grinding mobs because I have rested XP. Also, was he trying to counterspell but it was a cast? That is crazy. Bro is nerfed, bro. Yeah, kill this Deathsworn. Yeah, Arcane Explosion. Yeah, so we'll go down. Well, actually, no, we gotta kill some cleft hoofs. We'll kill 5 cleft hoofs. We'll probably hit 67. And then I can say all those memes. Bro, wait, no, I should probably... Oh my God, I can make a 6-7 meme and then I'm gonna be famous. That's how that works, guys, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna sell my soul and make a 6-7 meme when I get 67 in World of Warcraft. I'm sure that will get me infinite views, infinite subscribers, and infinite growth. I'm sure that's how that works, right? I go 6-7. Okay. Is that even hip anymore? I've never done a 6-7 joke. I don't even get it. I still don't get 6-7. Like, I know that video. Like, it's the video that it originated from. I never watched the original video. I never watched the 6-7 video in my entire life. All I know is that it's a meme because my friends at school have done it. And I am gonna do it too. Yeah, 98%. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Hopefully. But then I'm gonna be in combat though. Wait, if I do the impotent leader, that might level me up. And then I won't be in combat, and people will clearly be able to tell I'm gonna go from 6'6" to 6'7". Hopefully. Yeah, I'm at 98%. I don't know how much XP. I know Cleftos for chilling, I think. Well, we're at 7,000. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's 700,000 or is that 71,000? No, we're at 700. I can't tell. But we need, I think, a couple thousand more. This is not going to level me. I don't think playing the quest will level me. And I don't have enough Kodos. But then again, I could talk to Wazat. I could talk to Wazat and do his quest. That might work. Apparently just a dude who wants my quest. You know what is also really funny that I just realized I have not done yet? This whole stream is titled The Ring of Blood. And you know what I have not done yet? The Ring of Blood. I literally forgot that. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 50 minutes now. I've technically been streaming for 3 hours. 3 hours and 20 minutes if you count the other stuff. Yeah, Wazat. Oh, this is the egg quest, right? Wait, why is that across? Oh no, elemental gases. You see them? Maslow's horrific halitosis. I will have those eggs. Say, you look like you might be some use. I'll tell you what, troll. You gather a few items for me to make my Jumpatron 4000 functional, and I'll give you a key that will let you operate the machine as well. What can you do with a Jumpatron 4000, you say? What can't you do is more like it. I'll need air elemental gas from air elementals in Nagrand. They're all over the place, so don't ask me where to find them. Okay. Oh, then perfect. We can kill Kodos, or Cleftos, not Kodos. We can kill Cleftos, the cousin of Kodos, while killing air elementals. That might level us up. And then I can do 6, 7. Okay, there's the hunter. Okay, he's level 70, but he shouldn't eat me, so we should be fine. There's Dust Howler. We'll kill the... Well, then the hunter's hunting Clefhoof, so I need that Clefhoof myself. Yeah, I'm at 99%. Yeah, I'm close. Actually, I should probably keep moving, because Discovery XP might level me up, and then I won't be ready. Yeah, so we'll move right now. We'll move and complete that quest right now. And then, the greatness, glory. This better, it's not gonna level me, I don't think. I know there's Discovery XP here. That'll give me another 1,000. I'm gonna kill this Dust Howler. Yeah, because the problem is, see, those swords, they block my 6/6. And that's the only way you know I level up to 6/7. They come off pretty instantaneously, but I just want the audience to know. I want the audience to know. This is my quest for the 6/7. I have no idea. It's probably gonna like get a million dislikes or something because people are gonna be like, "Well, that meme's over," but I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna sell my soul for no reason. Yeah, 10k off. So that is 10 kills. Discovery XP equals 1 kill. So 9 kills and I'll level. That quest is probably only going to give me 1k, maybe 2k if I'm lucky. So we'll see. This is what you call mathematics, bro. Oh, it's close. I need one more Dust Howler, though. Can I have a Dust Howler on the way out? Okay, it does not look like it. That sucks. Let's go do this quest. Should have discovered... Well, actually, I might not discover. No, I probably will, because I'm going on the path. I gotta get my hands ready. Like this, right? Okay. I think I got it. Oh, there's Discovery XP, but nothing yet. I gotta be so prepared, man. I gotta be so for real for you. Wait, I discovered it, but I didn't get any Discovery XP? Wait, what? I thought whenever you go to any map, right? I thought when you go over any map, you get automatic Discovery XP. Am I gonna get Discovery XP for discovering the Bleeding Hollow ruins then, or no? No, it's not gonna work without Discovery XP. I'm not gonna get enough to level me. There is no way, bro. There's no way I get enough to level me. I'm gonna have to like pull it one at a time just in case, so I don't accidentally level. Like, that's the only possible way.
Trollhall, Loktar.
Brack speaks in a hushed tone. These ogres are extremely particular. They are also extremely stupid. Look how the fat one makes the lesser fat one stance. It's mesmerizing.
For the whole.
Dang it! I told you, bro. It was not gonna level me. I'm gonna have to level in combat now. Okay, fine. I've been watching these beasts for days. The fat one says that he is waiting for something. What's he waiting for, however, is a mystery. I have a plan, but it's going to involve some violence on your part. You will need to kill several of his subordinates and beat him within an inch of his life. Do this, and I'm certain he will tell you everything.
Strength.
Oh, so I can beat... Oh, no, never mind. You do have to kill invaders. Yeah, there's the rest of the XP. What was that? Okay. Wait, I'm at 100%. Wait, what? I'm at 100% experience bar, but I have not leveled up. That's crazy. Blizzard, I don't think you know how percentages work. Without 100%, I would have leveled up now. That means I'm like one dude away, so let me like roll them out so I can do my 6-7 man. I'm so well invested. I've been playing this for like 10 minutes. I have to get the 6-7 man. This isn't going to level me either. Especially because they're 64. They might even be worth less XP. No, they're both about the same. Okay, so about 3 more and I'll level. Let me get in the more zoomed in FOV so you can see the yellow string. Is this one going to do it? No. Oh, I need to rebuff too. Hold on, let me do that real quick. Do I want the shield up though? Will that make it look bad? I don't want the shield up for when I do my 6-7. Oh my god, I'm trying to maximize for views, bro. This isn't gonna level me. No. This next one might. I'm not gonna do the math, especially because the numbers are too small and too far away. It's like a 50-50 on if this levels me or not. It might. I don't think it will, honestly, though. We'll see. Let me get my hands ready. Yeah, I stay in combat for a while. That's why I don't like... Can I just go and run and discover something real quick? I could, but I'm not going to. No, that's too much work. I'm not doing that much work for the 6-7. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, I just hit 6-7. 6-7 World of Warcraft hype. Come on, guys, 6-7. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh my god, that was so cringe. That was the most cringe. Actually, I'm gonna watch that back on the replay, bro. Play that back. Play it back. Play it back. I'm gonna watch him. Oh, wait. Come on. I want to watch that. No, that wasn't it. No. Oh, here it is. Here it is. We're going to watch it real time. That was smooth. Oh my god. Okay. Oh no, it's my stream crashing. Why can't I boot up World of Warcraft? Bro, my